Welcome to another episode of the Sippin and Trippin podcast, where we connect with amazing people. Today's topic is From the Streets to Finding Faith. I am your host, Desmond Black, and the person that's sipping and tripping with me today is a special guest by the name of DeMarcus Brewster. He is the host of the Seeking Knowledge podcast. So make sure y'all go follow him. Um, so DeMarcus, how you feeling today?
Man, I'm good, man. Thank you for having me on your platform, man. Like, I've been watching your platform, man. You doing amazing things here in the community, man. Like, and I know this year gonna be your year, bro. But I feel good, man. Like, I'm amazing. Thank you for having me on your platform once again, bro.
No problem, no problem. It's an honor to have you as my guest as well. Uh, so before we get started, tell the viewers a little bit about your podcast, how long you've been doing it, and what made you want to start it.
That's a good question. Like my podcast is named Seeking Knowledge. I have a YouTube channel called Seeking Knowledge. I have the audio Seeking Knowledge podcast can be found on Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. And I actually been doing it for coming up on 3 years. And what inspired me to do my podcast is like my life, what I went through. So like you said, you use your podcast as like therapy. I used to use my podcast to vent and let people know what I'm going through. But I was like, you know what? I can just drop gems while I share a piece of my story. So my life is what inspired me to do my podcast.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. And I follow you as well. I support you, man. Anybody in the Black community that's trying to do something for themselves or for us or people of color, I support it 1000%. Right. So I love what you're doing with your podcast, right, and
Thank
how
you,
you're
sir.
inspiring. But I want to dive a little bit deeper, right? I want to hear a little bit more about your story, right? So without further ado, as much as you care to divulge, like just share your journey with us a little bit.
Where can I start? Like, I'm just gonna start from when I was taken from my great auntie Curl and placed in foster care. Like that's
Mhm.
where everything really started. Like me hanging in the streets, me hanging around the bad crowd, because it was like I didn't really have no guidance, and me being placed in foster care, like I didn't really know them people like that. And my foster mom, she was on drugs. So I was
Mm.
like, the best thing I can do is go hang in the streets because that's where I was getting my love from, in the streets. So I started
Right.
hanging in the streets, hanging around different crowds, and that's when I became a jack boy. Like I'm not afraid to say that I was a jack boy. I wasn't really
Yeah.
in the streets, but I was jacking around people that was in the streets.
Right.
And like me hanging in the streets, like I was homeless a few times, sleeping in abandoned buildings, man. Like it's cold outside. But the choices I had to make because I wasn't getting no love in my foster mama, who eventually ended up adopting me.
Right.
So like life took its turns. Like my life was like a roller coaster, been up and down, man. Hung around a bad crowd, got shot at, like
Mm.
been in car accidents. Is just the life I chose to live.
Mm. See, and that's the thing. That happens a lot in the Black community, man. Like, so it's like we might not know each other, right, from this town to that town, but like one thing we know is that we all go through the struggle, right? So that's one thing that bonds us, and that's something that we can relate to, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
so let me ask you this: like, where were you born? Like, where did you grow up?
I was born in Brooklyn, Illinois, East St. Louis, Illinois, and I was born in Touche Hospital. It don't exist no more. And basically, like that's the hood. Like if you know where St. Louis, Missouri at, if you ever heard of St. Louis, Missouri,
Yeah.
I'm like on the other side of the river, East St. Louis, Illinois. And like it's an honor just to make it from there because a lot of people I hung out with, they still doing the same thing. It's like a
Right.
lot of them locked up, a lot of people dead. And I was like, you know what? I gotta get from around here because I'm gonna be real. I like to be so transparent. If I would have been still in my hometown, I would have
Right.
been either dead, incarcerated, or I would have been a big time drug dealer because that's all the environment is. That's all like I hung around growing up because that's what all I seen. And I was like, I don't want this. Not for me or
Right.
my kids anymore. So I just had to relocate, bro. I just relocated. But I'm originally from Brooklyn, Illinois.
And that's crazy. I never even heard of Brooklyn, Illinois. So when you told me that the other day on the phone, I was like, when you was like, I'm from Brooklyn, I was like, New York? You was like, Illinois. I'm like, all right,
Yeah,
that's
it's a
crazy.
small
So it's
town, man.
that's what's up, man. So your whole childhood was like, how was it growing up? How was your childhood growing up? At what point would you say you started to make that turnaround? What like at
Like
what age?
I ain't gonna lie, I got placed in foster care at 8, but like
At 8, okay.
8. But let me just back up. Like the reason I ended up with my great great auntie Carol is because my mama, like my birth mama name is Corbett Sims. I got adopted. That's how my last name got changed to Brewster.
Okay.
But I was placed in the hot, and I ain't gonna lie, like I share this. I was a crack baby. That's how I ended up my great great auntie because my mama she didn't really want me, so she left me in the hospital.
Mhm.
So all I knew my whole life was my great great auntie Carol, rest her soul. I used to call her mama, but she was really my auntie. But it's like when I got taken out of her care and placed in foster care, that's when all hell broke loose. I was like, I ain't want to be here. Like it's funny, but my caseworker, I stole her pager. Like I was just acting on because I ain't gonna lie, I stole her pager and it went off. And my foster mom was like, "What's that?" I was like, "I don't know." Lie right in front of her face. It's just cause I didn't want to be there. You know how as a kid you can sense when something not right.
Right.
Then as I got older, I found out that, like I said, my foster mama who adopted me, she was on drugs bad. She used to take my money. So that what really made me start hanging in the streets because I didn't want to be around it. I was a runaway child. Like I
Mm.
used to just run away from my foster mama house. I used to just get up out of there. But I would say everything really started from me once I got taken out of my great great auntie out of her care and put in foster care. That's when they're like all I feel like my problem started because I didn't really want to be there.
Right. And I can relate to that, man. That's powerful what you said, but I can relate because, I too was in foster care, right? Like from the age of like
Mm,
2 to 5, right?
wow.
And my mom she was a young mother, and she as a young parent, she just her focus was on having fun, going out clubbing and joyriding, and just enjoying herself. She wasn't ready to be a mother, right? And that's one of the reasons why I tell the young kids now. They always talk about kids. I'm like, listen, don't move too fast, right? Take your time, right? Because being a mother, being a father, it's hard work. It's a lot to go into it, and it's not a fairy tale. It's not what you see on these movies and TV shows. It is not, right?
Exactly.
That's a great thing to be a parent, a father or a mother, but it takes a
Mhm.
lot of dedication. It takes a lot of discipline, a lot of mental discipline. You got to learn patience, and if you don't know patience when you have kids, if you ain't in
Yup.
jail for doing something fucked up to your kids, you will learn patience.
Exactly.
You know,
You gotta let it fast too.
and my father, he was on drugs bad, right?
Mm.
He was a drug addict, like an off and on drug addict, and so part of the reason why I got taken into foster homes because my mom wanted to have fun. She calls my father and says, um, "Hey, I need you to watch the kids so I can go out." He said, "Sure," but little did we all know that he had an ulterior motive. His thing was, okay, I'm not going to show up. I'm going to call DIFUS. I'm going to call the police and say she abandoned him. So that's how we got taken away. Because when his thing was, oh, he going to get custody because he didn't have custody and shit. He thought he was going to get custody, but they looked at him like, you're not fit to be no parent. So we went to
Exactly.
foster care. So his plan backfired. So that's a little insight about my life, and that's why I say I can relate. Right? You talk about foster homes. You talk about your mom was on drugs. My father was on drugs. Right? Now it took me many years. I think I was like maybe 20 years old before I developed a relationship with my father. Before that, I was like, I don't care about my father. Like I want nothing to do with him. But now to this day, I got a good relationship with my father. I love him to death, and it pains me. Sometimes I tear up when I get off the phone with him because he's in his 70s and he always talking about his will and I'll leave this to you in my will, and I don't want to hear that. And this is the thing. Everybody has their day, right? God calls
Mhm.
us home, but we as individuals, when we love somebody, we don't want to hear that. So for me, it's hard. So
Mhm.
that's a little insight. Let me read this comment. It says, "I was in foster care as well. My parents sold and did drugs from 7 to 18, we can relate to one another. And that, that's what I'm saying. So a lot of, you ever go into a room, it might be like Asian people, white people, black people. When the Asians come in the room, who they go to?
They people.
When white people enter a room, where do they go?
To they peoples.
And so on and so forth. So it's because we flock to what we can relate to. We might not know that person, but we're like, oh, he might went through the struggle, right? Mm-hmm. So we go over there and we politic with him. We poly with him, right? Like, and that's the lay of the land. So just like your wife, we all had similar situations, right? You see what I'm saying? We can relate to one another, so it makes it easier. Let me read this comment right here. It says, "You give up a lot to build their lives." I mean, we do. I mean, and that's another thing, right? Like, and then what's up, Rhonda?
And look, I just want to share this, bro. Like, that's a good thing you got your father in your life. Like me, for to be 40 in 2 years, bro, I still don't know my father. I never met my father. I always wanted to meet my father. And what's crazy, like, when I got placed in foster care, they told me my father was named Johnny Morris or something like that. Right. Johnny Morris. So when I stayed in Killeen, Texas, bro, I had to go get another Social Security card. And they told me my dad's name was David Berkeley. And David is my middle name. I wonder, and I'm like, so basically, I was like, y'all lying to me my whole life. So I don't know if my dad named Johnny Morris or David Berkeley. So, bro, I've been on a I really gave up for looking for my father, but bro, I feel to be 40, and I don't even know I'll be 40 in 2 years, bro, and I don't even know my father, bro. Never met him. Don't even know him.
You know, it's crazy. As we get older, we don't want to know our age, or we don't want to put our age out there, right? I used to think that's just a woman thing, right? Women's like, don't ask a woman age. Listen, obviously, if I sit there and thought about it, I'm like, I know how old I am, right? But when my kids say, "Damn, Dad, you about to be 40," I'm like, "Oh, what?" No, I'm not. So now I have to do the math. I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm really about to be." Yeah. So, and it's crazy how you rush in time right now. You talk about in 2 years you'll be 40, nigga. Just say I'm about to be 39. What do you mean? You're talking about in 2 years I'll be 40. Why are you rushing time, bro?
I don't know, bro. Look, that's just my sense of humor, bro. I do that with everybody, bro, because I share that because people look at me like I'm 25, bro. So I gotta really let them know, like, I would be pushing 40 in 2 years, bro. So that's why I always say it like that.
Fuck that. When I'm at work, I mean, when I'm at work, it's different. They be like, "Yo, ain't you like 50?" I'm like, "Shut the fuck up. I'm 29. Bro, you ain't no damn 29." I'm like, "Bro, I would get my ID, but it's out in the car. We'll go get him. It's cold outside. I'm not going out there." And your ass rushing time. I'm trying to slow time down a little bit. Like, slow down. Man, my oldest said, "Hey, Dad, he was like, you're gonna be like 60 something when I'm 20." I'm like, I thought about it. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. He said, when I tell people, my friends that that's my dad, they might, "You mean your grandfather?" I was like, damn, I need to take it easy, man. That's why I tell my kids, do not rush nothing in life.
I'm telling you.
We here. That's my older brother right there.
Yeah, shout out to Chef Dennis, man. Like, you funny, bro. I seen y'all lives, man. You funny as hell, Chef.
Yeah. He's a little closed-minded, but like, love him to death, man. We are who we are. He closed-minded though. Like yesterday episode that he had me dying out laughing, man.
His co-host, he humble though.
He's humble. But sometimes he needs to slow his mind down and just so he can process the message that people are trying to, you know what I mean?
I got you.
And he don't know that, like, but he'll get there. So let me ask you this: what are some of your accomplishments, highlights, and accolades in life? Because like everybody's life, it's a negative and it's positive, right? So we talked about some of your bad times, right? So let's talk about the positive, right? Let us know some of your accomplishments, your highlights, and accolades in life.
I ain't gonna lie, my first highlight, I always speak on this, man, my wife. Like,
I knew you was gonna say that. I knew it.
I love my wife, Brewster, and thanks for tuning in. Like, she support me, bro. Like, when I met her, bro, it's like my life became better. So I always gotta give flowers to my wife because she's the co-host of my podcast. Like, man, she just everything to me, bro. But another accomplishment was like, so I love you, baby. I know you tuning in. Appreciate you, everything you do, even when I get on your nerve.
Yeah.
But like another accomplishment was like when I started
Hey,
my.
look, you see the comment? You see the comment?
Uh-huh.
And I tell you that shit all the time, bro.
Appreciate that, man. Then when I published my first book, you're welcome, baby. When I published my first book in 2019, because I really wanted people to call from. My first book is called From the Hood to the Church. You can get it on Amazon, and that's a good.
Hold on. I don't want to cut you off. I just want to write that down. What is it called?
Oh, From the Hood to the Church.
All right, go ahead.
And that's like a big accomplishment because it's like I brought people into my journey, what I overcame from foster care, suicide thoughts, drug abuse, like, and I don't mind sharing this. Like I was molested when I got placed in foster care. I don't mind sharing it because I'm delivered from it, but that is a big accomplishment. When I started my, it happened. It happened to me. It happened to other people I know. I just be the one who don't mind sharing it, bro, because I'm here from. But yeah, it happened to me, bro. That's like nothing I can do about it. During the time, the person that did it, I wanted to kill him. I'm gonna be real, but I was like, what can that solve? Like,
that's powerful because a lot of people, myself included, that's something I wouldn't feel comfortable divulging. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, that takes strength, right? And hey, it takes a lot to do that. And I'm telling you, I couldn't do it, right? It's certain things that I'd be like, I gotta keep to myself, but I commend you for putting it out there, right? Like that takes growth and maturity, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, go ahead, what you were saying.
Then when I started my podcast, bro, like almost 3 years ago, I didn't know which route I wanted to go. But you know how like in your mind, you know what you want to do.
Right.
And you got the idea up there, but like when you started, you were like, you don't know where you want to go. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go. Like I had people told me you shouldn't podcast, you shouldn't do that. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna just go off my intuition. So I started my podcast, and now I'm on 23 seasons with 22 episodes in. And everybody told me to stop. And if I would have stopped my podcast, bro, I wouldn't be nominated for an award, bro. Like next month, me and my wife is going to Canada for award ceremony, bro. So that's accomplished having my podcast nominated for award. Then always my kids, man. Like the wife and my kids, like that's all my 4 kids, man. Like that's accomplished, man. Like just writing my books, man. I got another book title. I got 2 children's book, bro. Like I got a children's books on Barnes and Noble called "Dad, Where's My Fish."
You said Dad's Where's My what?
Dad, Where's My Fish? That's a children's book.
Mm-hmm.
Then I got another children's book. It's called Diamond in the Baby Husky, but it's not on Amazon or it's not on Barnes Noble. You gotta like send me an email at Seeking Knowledge Podcast 33@gmail.com and I can send you that link. But the reason I titled that book Diamond in the Baby Husky because I had a baby sister named Diamond. Like it's a children's book. She the main character, but I had a baby sister named Diamond who was, I would say she was poisoned by her girlfriend. So I lost my baby sister like 2 years ago. So I was like, I'm gonna dedicate that book to her. Like everything I do, bro, is basically of my life, bro. That's why I'm authentic. That's why I don't mind sharing what I went through. Because if you look at my journey from 2019 to now, everything like from listening to my podcast, you will see it's my journey. How I used to smoke weed on my podcast, bro. I used to be lit on my podcast. Now I'm just sober and I can just do it sober. Now I just drink good tea. But yeah, bro, I do everything. Everything on my life, bro. Like I said, my wife, me starting my podcast, like getting nominated for a award for my podcast and writing my books, bro, and just being at peace, man. Like that's a big thing. I love peace, man. Like peace starting in your mind, but that's my biggest thing. That's the highlights, bro. Like, and I know it's more to come because I'm tunnel vision. And
right.
Oh yeah, another accomplishment I forgot to mention too. I have worked. I don't know why I'm pointing my finger. Like that's that dad finger.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
But
politicians used to do it, but then they told them they can't point. They got to do this shit.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead. What you saying?
But like my first book is From the Hood to the Church. But I written my fifth book, which is titled "From the Hood to the Church" Part 2, Why I Chose Spirituality Over Religion.
Mm.
And that book is already, I ain't gonna say it's published yet, but it's already written. My wife, she edited the book. I already spoke with my old publisher who helped me publish my children's book, Dad, Where's My Fish? Appreciate it, Chef Dennis. And that book will be dropped sometime this year.
That's what's up, bro. You know, it's crazy. I always wanted to write my own books. I wrote 2 books, but like a lot of things changed when and the manuscripts got lost, and then I kind of like, I don't want to say gave up on it, but I'm like, I took a lot. It took me a long time. The one book, it took me like 9 months to write, and for that to be lost, and the other one took me like 4 months. And I let people read the manuscripts because it was never published, and people was like, the first one's better. But this is the thing: the difference is the first one I gave it my all. My second one, I'm like, well, I got the first one out of the way. It's easy. I can write a book. But people was like, I think you did too much in the second one. And I'm so mad that I lost the manuscripts. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a couple people that I was in talks with about getting it published. It would have been in Barnes & Noble, would have been Amazon. They got lost. And then I'm like, well, let me just write a third one. I'm like, and so I kind of got like discouraged a little bit. Like, so I just never did it again because it takes a lot of time. And that's when I was an hourly. That's when I was, a little 9 to 5-er, like whatever. And now I'm a kitchen manager in a restaurant, and my hours is so crazy that I don't have a lot of time for myself. So doing something like that, I can't do.
Yes, you can, like, bro. You can. You just gotta make time because look, I work a 9 to 5. You know where I work at. We talked about it, but I look at it like this: the same time you can get that job, bro, you can just make time for your entrepreneurship, and that's what I do. Like, say, like if. Because my schedule varies. So like if I gotta work like the mid, like at 5, whatever, I'm up early in the rise and working on what I got going on. And it be times, bro, where I get off my job and work on my job, which is my entrepreneurship, bro. You can make time, bro. And I tell everybody, like, if you overcame anything in life, you got a book inside of you because somebody else needs to hear your story, bro. And that's why I had to realize what I went through is not just for me, it's for other people.
It was crazy because it's crazy. So I just learned something about myself, or realized something, should I say. So Chef Dennis, my older brother, right? And then Rodney, that was, from the Dad Mentality podcast. Yeah. Shout out to Rodney. They both told me, listen, it's no such thing as I don't have time. If it's something that you value, if it's something that you want in life, you got to find the time. Mm-hmm. Right. So when I tell them, like, well, because I try to spend time with my kids, I want me time. A lot of them tell me, like, listen, all right, spend time with your kids. Do what you got to do at work. But that me time should be about growth and development. That me time should be about advancing your career and your entrepreneurship. Mm-hmm. And that's where, for me, mentally, I struggle with, because I'm like, damn, for me, mentally, me time is just relaxing, sipping on something, watching a movie or something, right? But this is the thing. My older brother and Rodney, they was just telling me recently, like, if you sit down and you watch a movie, you do whatever, what value is that bringing to your life? And honestly, if I think about it, it's not really bringing value. So their rebuttal is, okay, if it's not bringing value, if you trying to better yourself in your food truck business, your entrepreneurship, that's bringing value, correct? And I was like, yes. So me time should be focused on that. So like, I see that now. Like, it's so many people that's saying the same thing. Oh, here you go.
Wrong, bro.
I didn't even know he was watching. Hold on. Rest brings value to your life. And then, yeah, I get it.
I do agree.
Rodney said we here. So like, and that, so that's the thing. Like, my mind's all over the place. Sometimes at work, I make myself look like a fool. I ask a dumbass question that I know the answers to. It's because my mind's a million miles ahead, bro. Like, and then without thinking, without processing things, I say things, and then people are like, "What the fuck is wrong with you?" Or "You're weird," or "That was a dumbass question." And without me taking the time to sit there and say, "Well, why did they say that?" Right away, I get mad. Oh, don't talk to me like that. What the fuck wrong with you? And that's something that I have to learn about myself. Like, I always tell people, like, who I used to be when I was in the streets or when I used to fight every day. And I was like, oh, I made a whole 360. But some people bring me back to reality and say, no, you haven't, because you're still doing the same thing now. I'm like, no, I'm not fighting. They're like, fighting physically and fighting with words is the same thing. And I was like, that's something that within the past week, somebody told me, I'm like, oh,
And I
damn,
don't
that's
say,
knowledge.
I say, because I look at it like this. This is my intake. I don't say I did a 360. I say I did a 180, because if I do a 360, that means I'm back to where I started at. And another
Oh,
thing you touched on was about the movies. Like, bro, I love watching a good comedy, a good action movie, but majority of the time, bro, I listen to like Jim Rohn, I listen to like meditation music, because like doing that a long time, bro, me and my wife chilling, we watch a good movie, but I like to have that mindset, bro. Like, I like to have my mind, because I focus more on my mind, bro, because I look at it like everything starts in your mind. And you gotta
right.
even know how to, if you want to unlock a door, how should I unlock it with the key? Should I twist the door knob? Do I gotta take the chain off? So I say that I should, because everything starts with your mind. So I focus more on my mindset, bro, because I know if you can think it, you can have it. Like anything you want in life, you think about it, it will come to pass as long as you stay aligned and as long as you get there.
Right. All right. I mean, that's what's up, man. So, curious question. Do you have siblings?
Hell yeah. I just don't deal with them. Yeah, I'm the second oldest, bro. Out of 10, I'm the second oldest out of 10.
Out of 10 guys.
Yeah. Two
same, same, same mom and dad?
we got the same mama, but different daddies. But yeah, like
I was about to say, God, somebody put me to
yeah,
work.
like my baby sister Diamond. That's why I wrote the book. She was the baby girl, and I got a brother that I basically say he got. There you go, Dennis Manifest. I got another brother named Chris. He got like, I would say he died in the hospital, but it's like me. He got murdered because I don't know what was going through his mind one day. He seen one of his friends getting pistol whipped by another dude. He went over there, tried to save him, and dude turned around and killed dude in front of him and shot my brother in the eye, and bullet came out his head. But my brother died in the hospital. So it's like I'm the second oldest out of 10 siblings, but it's like I don't get along with them. Let me just say that. And I don't mind saying this, because the reason why I don't get along with them is just because I told them I don't mind working on 9 to 5, but a 9 to 5 is not going to get me the success I want in life. So they told my big brother, who's been incarcerated since I was 18, he finally came home on work release. They told him, like, well, you know, your brother don't like working no job. I said, oh, no, let me stop you. I didn't say I ain't like working no job. I said, just because y'all are tunnel vision on to work a job and y'all know about entrepreneurship, that don't mean I gotta be like y'all. So it's like they my blood, but it's like we are cut from different cloths. So I don't
Right.
deal with them. I don't deal with them at
So,
all.
so that's tough, you know. So I have 4 brothers, right? And this is the thing. So my younger brother, my older brother, those are the two that I, communicate with often. They both spiritual bound, and it's crazy because my younger brother, me and him was alike. We said we would never turn to religion, the Bible, none of that. My younger brother, he is well versed in the Bible. He can quote things from the Bible. He can tell you about the Bible, and he also studied like the Quran and stuff. Like, so he is well versed. And a lot of times I'm like, I call bullshit when I look it up and I do the research, and I find out he was right. So I'm like, he's knowledgeable. And my older brother, like, we had our differences, we had our little falling outs, but like at the end of the day, what's more important is that he's still here. Right. It's been times I'm like, oh, I ain't heard from him in a week. He wrote me off. Then he'd text me like, good morning. I'm like, what the fuck? And like, and that's Chef Dennis, by the way. Like, so I'll be on his podcast, he'd be on my podcast, and we support each other, and that's it. He always asks me if I'm good, right? And for me, that's the most important thing, because there's a lot of people that don't have that person in your life that ask you how you doing, are you okay? You know what I'm saying? And that goes to the mental health aspect. So on my podcast, I like to talk about a lot of issues with the Black community, right? Specifically with Black males, right? Um, but also therapy, because I know I need therapy. I've gone through therapy. I do therapy here and there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So like Rodney on the Dad Mentality podcast, his podcast is featured. I mean, focused on mental health. So I see him on my brother's podcast. I jumped on, and then we just connected. So we all support each other, and I think that's something that the black community need more often, right? To support each other. You know what I
Right.
mean?
I dealt with mental health. Like I dealt with how you say it, insomnia. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but you can't sleep.
Insomnia. You can't
Bro,
sleep. Insomnia.
I dealt with that, bro. Like that when I used to smoke weed, bro. I used to smoke heavy, still couldn't go to sleep, bro. It's been nights where I'm sitting up crying because I'm tired, but want to go to sleep, but I can't go to sleep. So that's why I say the mental, where if you don't put the right things in the mental, it'll have you all over. That's why I focus more on my mindset, bro. Because like if you're not 100% in your mental, you're not going to be 100% in no area of your life, bro. Because everything started in your mental.
So I'm not married, but you always big up your wife, right? And I told my girlfriend, I'm like, that's one thing I love about you. No matter what, every episode, whether she's on it or not, you always big your wife up. And so that's my girlfriend right there. She said we all need our family if they want to be there, right?
Hello, Miss Ellison. Thank you for tuning in. Well, it's his podcast, but look, I'm glad to be here though. But yeah, like, and like, if our family really want to be there, they don't want to be there, bro. And that's what I say. I always share this story. Like, we lost our bird mama, we lost our sister, and our brother. After all that, we supposed to come together, bro. We can't never come together. So I was like, look, I'm the second oldest. I was like, I'm tired of trying, man. I was like, I gotta be on my own. I gotta do my own thing. I got a wife and
Right.
kids out here. I gotta focus more on them and not what y'all study want to hold on because this set of kids went through that foster care and they went to that foster care. Y'all still holding on that because we didn't grow with each other. Look, it's not our fault. So y'all want to hold on to that? Just look. I just let them be, man. I love them, but at the same time, the journey I'm on, bro, I don't need no distractions.
You know, it is crazy you said it because hold on. So I was sending a text.
Nah, you good.
When you was talking about cutting people off, that's something that is not easy for me. When it comes to family, even when I feel like I need to cut family off, I find it hard to do. You know what I'm trying to say? Hold on, let me put these comments up there. Hold on. So you said it earlier, so I guess he just joined. So one of my friends, he said he wanted to know where you're from. So reiterate that very quick.
I'm originally from Brooklyn, Illinois. A lot of people don't know about it, but if you heard of like East St. Louis, Illinois, St. Louis, Missouri, it's all in the area. I'm from the Midwest. But Brooklyn, Illinois, small little city, home with a strip club. Let me just say that because that's all they got there is strip clubs and nothing else positive. But that's why I'm in Texas now.
Oh, okay. So, all right, so Allison said you can't be the only one trying, and then she says, hold on. There's two sides. All right.
I do agree. Yep.
Chef said, yeah.
But let me get some of that food on that picture.
Say Rhonda said, "Oh, I know where East Side
East
St.
St.
Louis
Louis
is."
is. Yeah, everybody know about East St. Louis.
So Rhonda's from Chicago, Illinois. If I'm like 99.9% sure she's from Chicago, Illinois. So yeah, man. So, oh my bad. I had to get another drink because I spilt my shit all on the fucking floor.
Nah, you
Trying to reach
good,
over
bro. I just hit my teeth again. You good?
Yeah. You know what? It's crazy. My older brother, Chef Dennis, his co-host, her name was Lady T, and she always drink the tea. And I was like, is that a hot toddy? What kind of tea are you sipping? I'm like, I don't know. She always says tea. But when you
Nah. I literally drink I be drinking like stovetop tea. Like I drink tea though, cause it's like it's good for the inside and the outside. Like it.
green tea is.
I drink green tea, chai tea, black tea, bro. I love tea, bro. Like any tea that
Yeah.
you gotta make on the stove, and then I add the little honey to it to give it that little
Yeah.
little tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rhonda said, "Chi-town, stand up."
Yes, sir. My wife from Chicago.
Yeah, she said you're not gonna eat it. That's meat, baby. Vegetarian. So, what's she? I'm not sure what
That's
she
my
means.
wife. She mean that like I don't eat meat. I'm plant based. I'm vegetarian. I don't eat no meat. So I drink tea and eat plants and plant based meat. That's what she meant to say. She at work though, so that's
Oh,
what's
okay.
coming out.
Chi-town house right here, baby.
Yeah, she
and,
from. My wife
and
from
that's
Chicago.
I, I know, and this is the crazy thing, and this is what I was I was just telling my girlfriend yesterday. I'm like, because remember we was on the phone, right? Remember, and
Right.
you was like when we was talking about marriage, you was like, what are you waiting for? I said it'll come, and you was like, oh, do you love her? I said yeah. You was like, does she support you? I said yeah. You was like, bruh,
What are you waiting
ain't no
for?
more wait. Yeah, 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 yeah. So I told her that, and she's like, yeah, I respect him. That's my new friend. I was like, what the how do you know this motherfucker? But
For
that's
real though.
he trying to flex now. So for her, like she was like, I've been telling you that for a long time. It's not just her, like her family. I like to say they pressure me because it's not that I said I wouldn't get married. I wanted it on my own terms. I wanted it to be meaningful, right? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Now my brother saw some bro helpful. What the fuck? Anyways, so like I want it to be meaningful. I don't want to just do it just to do it and go through the motions because that's
Yeah.
not going to do it for me. So I try to work with her mom. I'm like, yo, listen, this is my plan. Come up with, what I'm saying? Come up with a venue, come up with a time, and I'm all for it. I'll make the time. Like it's just as a man, I'm not good with those things, right? But her mom say the most crazy. Oh my God, he says, humble yourself. I am humble.
Bro,
Listen,
look.
I don't want no. Oh, will you marry me? Yes, and that's it. I want it to be meaningful on both sides. I want her to. I want the fireworks. That's what I want. I want the emotional shit you see in movies. That's what I want. And then for me, I want to be like, yeah, I did that. As a man, you know what I'm saying? We want validation.
Bro,
Oh
I'm gonna
my
be
God.
real.
Hey, Chef,
I'll
are
be
you
real,
drinking? What
bro.
you hear from me? What are you talking about?
Yo, I say your brother funny, man. But look, bro, I ain't had no big wedding, bro. I went to the courthouse, bro. Cause at the same
I,
time, it's not about like these. Like I be looking at this, like these people come to your wedding, but y'all probably don't even be friends the next day. So I was like, I'm gonna do a small court. I'm gonna do a courthouse wedding, and if we love each other, like I love my wife, she love me. I was like, we ain't gotta have no big $1 million wedding. We gonna go right to this courthouse, get this paperwork, get it signed, pay that little fee, and I do.
Right, and I respect that. I respect that, but like, so if it had to go that route, because I'd rather save money. So if it went that route, cool. But I want the fireworks beforehand. But speaking about fireworks, Rhonda said the fireworks should already exist before the proposal. And that's the thing. It's fireworks, but like in relationships, in real relationships, right? Like, so I'm going on what 8 years, right? It's a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of ups, and a lot of downs. She get on my motherfucking nerves, but sometimes I don't want to be bothered by her ass. But like when we distance ourselves, it's those moments where I'll be like,
You miss them.
damn. I'll be like, she ain't text me, she ain't call me. What the fuck? It's been times that she slept on the couch, and I said, I'm thinking to myself, like, I don't give a fuck what we go through. I ain't sleeping on my motherfucking couch. Right. So it's those moments I wake up and I can't sleep. I'm waking up like, damn, she ain't in here. I go to work and then she texts me. I'm like, yeah, nah. Now it's my turn to be petty. I'm like, I'm not even gonna respond. But by the time we come home, she's mad because I didn't respond. So now we're forced into a conversation, and then that's what makes things different.
But I know y'all love each other though. I can tell just off. Yeah.
Chef said, I got some ideas. Oh Lord. And then Rhonda says, yeah. Oh no, hold on. Oh no, he said he was responding to her. So hold on, Erica. You said love at first sight. You mean with you and your husband, or
Yeah. Who else? That's what she better be talking about.
yeah? What Rhonda say? And you get on her nerves. That's true. I do get on her nerves. And listen, one thing a lot of people don't know about me is I have OCD. It's different forms of OCD though. Like,
I do
and that's
too.
one thing that. Oh, see, that's crazy. So it's one thing that drives her crazy because she hated it. Like I'd be like, oh, I don't want you cleaning up because it's got to be done my way. If it ain't my way, it ain't done right. And if she clean up, I tell her you can clean up, but like I'm gonna come home and I'm gonna clean that same spot because mentally for me, I'm like, I did it. I know it was right, and she fucking hates that shit. But yeah, that's one thing. Hold on. Oh no, I put that up there already. Chef, he's terrible. Yes. Nah.
Yeah. I already know this messing with
Crying emoji.
you.
Let me put this over. Pharaoh should write poetry or express that struggle in a verse. And I support that. So let me
And
before you say
look,
anything.
it's funny
Hold on,
you
hold on,
said that, Will
hold on.
Smith.
Hold
Go ahead.
on. What's that? Before I say so, I used to do music. I did like rap and stuff, and I was in a rap group with him. I supported him. So Will Smith, his rap name is Chill Smith. He got music on Spotify, by the way, and I believe Apple Music, I think. And so he did like poetry, spoken word, and like he does a lot of little local events. So he still raps because he been promoting it. So I said,
Nah,
all right.
that's funny. He
Uh,
said that though, because in the past I did do poetry. It's just I'm not into it no more. Like, but I did poetry in the past though.
mm,
And like the first poem I ever written, bro, it's still in my conscious, bro.
right. And the thing is, I used to write poetry before I did any music. I used to do poetry. I used to do talent shows in school and outside of school. I did talent shows. I won awards. I won money. When I'm talking about when I was in high school. And you know how people say money is everything. When you write a poem and people pay you, you be like, I got something here. So I haven't wrote poetry in shit, at least like 12, maybe 15 years.
Hmm.
And lately I've been saying I really want to go back to writing poetry, but I haven't done it so long. I don't know if I still got it.
You
Right? Like
still,
what if the poems I wrote 15 years ago was geared to my audience and people my age. And if I write it now, they might be like, "What are you talking about?" Like, because time has changed, and I can't. I'm having a hard time keeping up with the times. It's a lot of lingo and a lot of slang that I'm like, "What that mean?" People are like, "What the fuck? How you black? You don't know what that mean?"
I get
You
the
know what I'm
same
saying?
thing. I was like, shit, because I'm not associated with people like that no more. But I definitely get it, bro. Like when it comes to the poetry, like that's one thing. Like you want to keep up with the times, but it's been a while since I even wrote a poem. Like I wrote like 5 poems in the past, and I only remember like one of them was my first because I had to go to and like I had to go to like a poetry event, and I was working at as a receptionist. And I remember this poem. I wrote this poem in like 10 minutes, bro. And I remembered it like soon. I wrote it, and that was like the one that I still remember that poem today without just looking at it.
Right. So hold on one second. Let me send this real quick. So two things I want to say, man. Um, what really made me want to get back into poetry? And I don't want to turn my TV on because I don't want that to echo and while we live. I've been listening to a lot of poetry lately, right? By black women, and it's so powerful. As a man, you said earlier when you was like, "Oh, I'm going to admit X, Y, and Z." I admit it, bro. I teared up. And my girl was sitting next to me, and I was like, I turned this way, like I don't want her to know that. But it's powerful. The one was this woman where she was saying how she was missing her dad her whole life.
Hmm.
She wanted that love and affection and that attention from her dad, but her dad was never there. Her dad was absent in her life. So she turned to a woman. To a woman. She was gay. She turned gay, right?
Hmm.
And then, like a month ago, she met this man, right? Because he did poetry, she did poetry. And he came to her. She put him down, said, "No, no, no. I like girls. I like girls." But he was able to win her heart, and now they're engaged. And I heard the poem she wrote for him, and that shit brought me to tears. And the reason why is I think as I get older, man, I feel like I don't know why, but I get a little bit more emotional than I feel like I should. But I think that it's not that I'm getting emotional. I think it's when you come from a broken home, right? And you can relate in the aspect of, when you wanted that attention, you wanted that love and it wasn't there. And then when you hear
Hmm.
somebody else's story and it's similar to yours, I think that's where the tears come from. Right. And this other woman, she wrote a poem on her wedding day, her vows to her husband. She was saying how basically like I'm not perfect. I'm flawed. And I thought I would never find a man, but you accepted me. And when I told you no, you said yes. And that's the man I fell in love with. And you showed me the way. And I brought when I pull it up and I'm able to give you the poem, I will send it to you. It's very powerful to the point where I was like, damn, one, I can relate. Two, I used to write poetry. I love that shit. If somebody told me today, it's a poetry convention. I'm there. I'm going. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's powerful. Because when people do poetry, a lot of times they speak from the heart. Let me put this
Mm-hmm.
comment up here right quick before we move on. Allison said, everyone's on my side. Shit, thanks, guys. As far as the marriage thing, that's what she referred. Oh my God, that's crazy. But I don't feel pressure. Pressure bust pipes, but it ain't bursting mine. Like when it happens, it happens. And then, my older brother, he said he want in on the podcast, so I sent him the link. So I guess he'll join us soon. And what your wife say? She said, "Babe, you was a model and a poetry and wrote that intro to your African friend song." So,
Oh yeah,
um,
I got a friend that's in Africa that do music, and
mhm,
I've been knowing him since for 10 years. I met him when he was 22, he 32, and I was never in music like I was freestyle, but like I did a couple of his intros on his CD.
yeah,
And I was a model back in the days, but I didn't want to go forward with it just because I didn't want to do that. But yeah, I modeled
right.
back in the days, like years ago when I was doing poetry.
This was something, man. Poetry is good. I'm telling you, man. I see. We don't see this thing. I'm in New Jersey, and New York is not far from me. In New York is known for like poetry lounges and shit. But it would
Mm-hmm.
take me like with the traffic, it would take like 2 hours. So it's like, I can't like see myself saying, "Oh, I'm gonna go 2 hours, stay for a couple hours, just take 2 hours back." So that's why I don't do them things.
The
But
traffic, yeah.
I'm trying to tell myself that every once in a while is not okay. I mean, it's okay. Like, give up a day off. So what? So be it. For something that you care about, something that you have passion in, just do it. And that's going into 2025. That's something that I want to work on. Right? Give it up with some me time for some happiness. Because if I'm happy, that's self, right? And if it's self, that's me. And if it's me, it's me time. So that's something I want to work on, right? And that's why I try to tell a lot of people, man, I want to go into this year with a different mindset. And just like arguing, I hate to argue, but I will argue. If you push my buttons, I will argue. And lately, I feel like I've been doing good so far. We only 9 days in, but I get so mad, and I find myself about to yell, curse, whatever. And I'm like, listen, we're not gonna do this. If you want to yell, if I felt like I'm gonna yell, then it's not the time. We can come back, we can reconvene at another time. And so far, 9 days in, I've been holding to that, right? And I just want to continue out the whole year because guess what? Practice makes perfect. So if I keep practicing this, eventually, what I want ultimately will happen. Hold on, what does this comment say right quick? I think if you're writing poetry, it should matter what the latest jargon trend is. It should be organic. You can always rewrite letter. New Jersey poetry scene is a strong scene. You don't need New York. I mean, all right. See, look, listen. Hey, Will. The difference is, I'm not sure what your job title is these days because we kind of like fell off a little bit. But I don't know a lot of places in New Jersey that do poetry. I know New York does it all the time.
Mm.
So that's why I said that comment about like I can't drive that far. If it's places in New Jersey, shit, I will. I swear to God, I will go. But like I said, I got 4 kids and a stepson. Like so five kids if you want to look at it that way. And it's not easy. It's not easy because it's like now you got to ask somebody, can you watch the kids so I can do this and that. It's not easy. It's hard, and that's why I was telling DeMarcus earlier. I try to tell the young kids that someone they want kids, you take your time. It's a lot. It's a lot of effort. It's a lot of mental exhaustion. It's a lot to go into it. What Rhonda say? We the people would like for you to have. Well, I have a therapist. It's not a consistent therapist, right? Because it's a lot of money. So when I do therapy, when I have my therapist, it's like I pay $100 just for a conversation. So I yeah, I'm not trying to pay $100 every time I want to talk to somebody. That's a lot of
Bro,
money.
I'm
And
gonna
then
tell
if
you what I
you
do, bro. I ain't mean to cut you
go
off, but
ahead.
like when I find myself getting aroused up, bro, I listen to meditation sounds. Like I put like some, like if it's not raining, I put some rain sounds on, bro, and it calm me down, bro. That's why I say listen to like a lot of audios and a lot of meditation music and sounds, cause it calms me down, bro. It calms
Right.
me down. Like you gotta channel that energy, bro. Like, cause like I say, everything starts in your thoughts. So when you catch yourself getting angry, bro, put on some meditation music. Cause I'm not finna go to no therapy, and I ain't like I say, ain't nothing wrong with therapy. But
Mm.
before I can figure out before I gotta go to therapy. I'd rather put that meditation music on, or I'd rather put a meditation on, bro, and just go to sleep and with the meditation on, and let it how I want to say this, let it like retrain my thoughts.
Right.
So you angry, you put the meditation music on, you're gonna hear my I am abundance, I am prospering. And you constantly hear that while you sleep. That's how you gonna wake up feeling like, you know what, I'm finna go conquer the world, bro. That's why I like meditation, bro. I don't
I
like
like
being
that.
angry, bro.
I like that, and I receive that, and I can't say nothing about it because I haven't tried it. But this thing, I feel like without having to try, I feel like that takes you but so far. And I'm only saying that initially because I haven't tried it. I feel like a lot of people think they got it all figured out, right? So I think in order to figure things out in life, you have to allow people into your life, and I think that's how you fully comprehend the concept of change, right? If that makes sense.
You wanna know who my therapist is, bro?
Your wife.
My wife. There you
Your
go.
I knew it. I knew it. Listen, and that's why I said, bro, your wife has said many a times he want to fly off in deep end. He be wanting to fight. And I'm like, yo, babe, we not doing that. If I'm not mad, why are you mad? And that's one thing I love when I listen to your podcast. When your wife, because she a co-host on like 90% of the time, because she's not always on. And that's one thing I love about you. I'm like, damn, you got a king and a queen, right? A king stand by his queen, a queen stand by his king. And when you want to go off on the deep end and she bring you back to reality and you succumb to that and you be submissive, because a lot of men, if you tell a man, would you be submissive? They're gonna say, fuck no. If you ask me, I'm gonna say, hell no. And I'm not submissive. I'll sit and tell you, I am not, but I am, man, listen, I am who I am, and that's it. But what I like to tell her is I am who I am when you met me, right? Like I'm open to change to a certain degree, right? But I'm not going to I'm not going to submit. I'm not going to tap out. I can't do that. I can't do that. And maybe when I get older, maybe I'll come to a different, you know, but right now, no. I have to, as a man, I have to be dominant. I have to be on top, right? Oh God,
That
my
don't make
brother,
you weak, bro. There
humble
you
yourself.
go. Humble yourself. But like that don't make you weak. That just make you real. Cause like a lot of men, a lot of people watch Love and Hip Hop, all that, and they make it like a man gotta be macho all the time. Like, bro, when you say about your emotions, I get emotional, bro. When I watch certain things on TV, bro, I get emotional, bro, cause it's not that it's a it's because you get older. It's just real men that express their emotions. What do you say?
One, he said, I need to jump on this more to the podcast. He said, y'all hitting on important facts. Hey, Joe, I appreciate you. And this crazy thing, you know what's about, so Joe, when I used to live in North Carolina, right? That was like years ago. I left North Carolina in September of 2023, and I've been in Jersey since, right?
Mm-hmm.
For him to be viewing this, for him to even comment, right? Like I received that and I appreciate it, man. Like and me and him had our ups and downs. He was more my younger brother's friend than he was mine, right? But we all hung out together, whatever. He got a twin brother, and we used to go to war all the time. It used to be 2 versus 1 all the time. And bro, and he might not like this, but 2 versus 1, I always got the better hand, always.
You funny, man.
But this is the thing. So for me, like, so this is the thing. This is when I was in North Carolina. Man, I had a lot of anger issues. When I first moved to North Carolina, I used to do things. Whenever I got mad, people used to be like, "I ain't fucking with him." And one thing I loved about when I was in North Carolina was this. He's hold on. He put this. I had to put this up there, but we had to grow up. That's true, and I
Mm-hmm.
appreciate you, bro. And next time I'm in North Carolina, which is me, sometime this year, we have to connect because I've been the last 3 years, and then like Jarvis had mentioned you and your brother, but we just never connected. But um, like people used to look at me like a lot out of fear. A lot of people had my back. When I was in North Carolina, I never thought or felt like I was gonna lose a fight. Any fight I got into, I was like, I'm gonna win. I don't give a fuck how big you was, how old you was,
Mhm.
and that's who I was. Because I knew if somebody got the best of me, they was getting jumped by at least five or six people. You know what I'm saying? And
I
when I
feel
moved
that.
from North Carolina and I came back to Jersey, I expected the same thing. But guess what? The first time people was like, I got you. I'm gonna ride for you. And I got in a fight, somebody got the best of me. I'm looking for help. I'm like, oh, what the fuck?
They to a
But
track
then,
star. Yeah, they turned to
but
a whole track meet.
yeah, so now I had to slow down. I'm like, shit. I gotta grow an empire now. And I try to grow that empire, but history repeated itself where people were like, I'm there for you, and they wasn't there. So then I'm like, damn. So as I got older, I'm like, when it comes to, because I haven't gotten a fight in a long time. So now when people make me mad, I'll be ready to fight whoever. But I'm like, do I still got that dog in me? I don't know. Because I don't fight. I'm more of a peaceful person now. And I know
Mhm.
fighting gets you nowhere, right? Fighting gets you nowhere. So I'm like, at this point in my life, I'm like, I'd rather talk it out than fight. Because first of all, people don't fight fair. I don't want to be somebody to get
Mhm.
bust over the head with a bottle and shit. Like, hell no. And I'm scarred for life. No. I look at myself as a pretty motherfucker. I'm like, shit. My girl
That's
love
how
me
you,
for a
that's
reason.
how you said it, though, bro. Say shit. I think myself like a
Now,
pretty motherfucker.
yeah. So if you fuck me up and I'm scarred for life, people gonna look at me like I'm that dude from the Goonies. Like, no. So now I'm more like, listen, I prefer to talk it out than to fight. And if we can't talk it out, well, do I gotta live with you? Do I gotta see you every day? If I don't, I'm gonna walk away. And walking away was something I was never able to do. But nowadays, I'm like, no, I got to think about my kids at the end of the day. You know what
There
I'm
you
saying?
go. That's why I would say like, and bro, like growing up, bro, I used to fight a lot too. I had an anger problem. I had a like temper was out this world, bro. You can look at me funny. You can even look like you finna say something, bro. I was on your ass, bro. But as I got older and mature, I was like, bro, I had a temper so bad. People would tell me you're gonna be like your brother or dead. Once I kept hearing people say that, I was like, it's time for me to change. It's time for me to get away from my where I'm from. Cause like bro, I know a lot of people that's where I'm from that got locked up, did a lot of time, got out, went back home. Instead of them getting out and leaving, they died there, bro. I was like, my anger, my temper gonna get me killed. And I was like, I always told myself, when my time to leave here, that's gonna be my time. I'm not for to die where I'm from, bro. Like I know a lot of
Right.
people that didn't make it out of our neighborhood, bro, just because they anger and they want to be big bad wolf all the time. When you can just humble yourself and be calm and like, you know what, bro, I ain't on that time right now. But like I said, the
Right.
same
Right.
thing. I'm not on that time right now. But if you want to take me there, oh, I will go there. But I'm not on that time right now. I like to be calm and humble and focus on what I got going on.
You see a comment?
Said, man, this is good. Preach.
Yeah, preach. You gotta stay humble. Yeah, I'm loving this right now. And anytime somebody come out and support this podcast, my platform, I love it, man. And my heart goes out to them, man, because like one thing. So a lot of my topics on this platform is about the Black community and uplifting us as people, right? Like, and just all races, but like specifically just the Black community, or if not the Black community, a man, because a lot of women discredit men for what we do, right? It's a lot of men out there
That's why I fuck with my
that,
wife. Cause she support everything I do. She
and
understand
that's
me like when I get in
yeah,
my in feelings, when I get emotional about something, she
yeah.
support me. Like she don't look at me like, oh, you weak, you less of a man. When I get in my emotions, my feelings, she support me right there. If I want to cry, I'm gonna lean on her shoulder. She gonna support me, bro.
So you really cry on her shoulder?
I cried on her shoulder before.
Damn, yeah. I mean, I've cried on my girl's shoulder before, but 9 times out of 10, nah, I do that in private. I don't even want her to know. It's been times that I try to hide it, and she be like, "You was crying." I'm like, "I wasn't fucking crying." Like, you know what I'm
I look at
saying?
it like this,
Because
bro. Like
that's how we were taught as Black men growing up. Like, no, like, and I tell people this is the crazy thing. I tell people crying and showing emotion is not a sign of weakness, but it's easy to say it. But when you apply it to your own life, sometimes it's not. For me, when I cry and I feel emotional, I don't want nobody to know because I look at myself as, oh, now I'm being weak. But that's not what I preach to these other people. So that's something I got to work on.
Yeah, because I look at it like I want my wife to see me and my happy times and my sad times. She's gonna see me when I'm up, when I'm down. So I don't mind expressing myself around her, whether it's good or bad. Like when I be at work, bro, when somebody pissed me off, a manager something pissed me off, I text her like, "Look, I'm tired of this shit." She said, "Baby, calm down."
Yeah. What you reading? Comment? Uh-oh. I think he froze. I guess he'll come right back. Let me text him right quick. Hold on.
She said, "Real
Oh,
shit, I'm in
there.
the process of marrying mine. Needed this today. No problem, bro. That's my gonna be marrying Miss Ellison pretty soon too, so don't feel bad." Oh shit! But now look, bro. We said this, and that's why I like authentic conversation, bro. Like yo, I came on, had to be myself, bro. Like I knew this was gonna be
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah, me too. I was looking forward to it. I'm like, we had that phone conversation, and I told you the direction I wanted to go in, and you was just like, "Yeah, I'm with it." And then like when you told me your life story, I'm like, I can relate so much. I told my girl, I'm like, "Yo, this is gonna be great." And I woke up this morning, I'm like, I'm ready to go. Hold on, let me put this comment up here before we proceed. Hold on. If you can't be vulnerable with your woman, who can you be vulnerable with? And that's the
I
thing.
agree, Mister Rodney.
But this is the thing. As a man, we're taught not to be vulnerable. So for me, I'm still struggling with it. When I feel like I'm in a vulnerable state, I want to be by myself. I don't want nobody to know. And that's the thing. But like the person you lay with, the person that you're in a relationship, they should know. Your family members that are closest to you, they the ones that should know. That's it. Hold on, what's
Mm-hmm.
this one say? Look forward to more of this. Gotta go make some money moving furniture. Y'all be blessed and thanks.
Man,
I
you stay
appreciate you,
blessed,
Joe.
bro. I mean, stay safe out there, boy. Make sure you put that back brace on too when you lift in that furniture.
Oh yeah. Cause time ain't gonna slow down for us.
Yeah,
We think I got this shit. My father, he in his 70s and he got two torn rotator cuffs. And I tell him to stop doing what he doing, but he's stubborn. He do what he do. He's like, my father was this way, his father was that way. A man, I don't care if you got a broken leg, you limp and you pick up a log, you pick up a light pole, you just work. And that's how my father's side of the family is different from my mom's, right? My father's like, it's work, work, work. Do whatever you got to do, even if it destroys you. And when I was growing up, I'm like, what do you mean if it destroys me? If it's something that I mentally think is going to destroy me, I ain't doing. That's
I
just
believe
me.
in this. How I think. I believe in self care. Like I believe, like if your body is not healthy, you're not to the point. How can you perform at your best? So
Right.
if I'm not feeling good, like Rhonda said, I'm gonna get that rest. Like that's one thing I had to work on because I used to be up, going to the gym, working on my entrepreneurship, working. I ain't get people like, when do you sleep? And I used to be so tired and exhausted, bro. Feel like I'm on fumes. So I was like, I gotta get some rest. But back to what I was saying, like if my body is not the part, I'm getting that rest. I'm not gonna do nothing because I'd rather be A1 and 100%, so I can make sure that I'm focused on what I got going on instead of I'm sleepwalking like a zombie. So I gotta make sure I'm A1.
Yeah, I just got fucked up. My bad. I had to look at my curtain because my my bad. This is gonna be a little off. It ain't got nothing to do with the conversation, but like I looked at my computer and it said 2:06 p.m. I'm like, nah, something wrong with my computer. I looked at my phone, it said 2:06 p.m. And I was like, what is happening? I said, the world must be coming to an end. But I forgot. I'm used to you doing my podcast at nighttime. So that fucked me
You
up.
funny,
Oh
bro.
my.
You got a sense of humor.
No, I'm serious. I was like, what the fuck is happening? The aliens happening or something like, but yeah, I forgot because this was a 1 p.m. and I'm so used to doing it at nighttime. So shit, I'm glad I realized that because my brother was like, oh, I'm just he told me he was just pulling in. So he because he wanted to jump on. So I'm like, all right. So we already been talking for an hour. I don't care because like my goal is an hour and a half. If it go 2 hours, I'm cool with that. But like if it's after 2 hours, if it's a good conversation, I'm for it. So my thing is from an hour and a half to 2 hours. So like I am cool with it. So he said he just got home. He want to jump on the podcast. So I'm gonna allow him to jump on. But in the meantime, I'm gonna ask my next question. So earlier you was like, "Oh, I'll talk about what I do for a living." So let's go back to that. What do you do for a living? I know what you do for a living, but the viewers don't. So what do you do for a
Is it
living?
like far as the job or like far as my 9 to 5? What you?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh no, I'm a busser, dishwasher slash line cook at Red Robin's. Red Robin's. Yeah, I've been Red
Mm,
Robin's for now. Like I look at it like gotta pay bills, man. Because like with entrepreneur, it can be up and down. You might have a good week or a good month, but then things might slow down. So me, I believe in multiple streams of income. So if I got to get up and push myself to go to a job, I don't mind doing that, bro. I don't mind working 9 to 5. I don't, and for the time being, that's why I tell people like if you work a 9 to 5, have something else going on outside of that, just in case a job lay you off or the job shut down or the job relocate. Have something on the side that you can eventually turn to your full time hustle.
right, right, right. And listen, I used to work at Red Robin. I was a line cook for like 17 years before I became a manager. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And the crazy thing is, my first managing job, I loved it, and I thought it was the greatest thing. And for me, I'm like, I ain't got to answer to nobody. I mean, technically, I had somebody above me, but my GM, she was a woman, and I'm not gonna say I did what I wanted to do, but like, she ain't bother me.
as long as you
When
do your job, they don't be tripping.
when she checked out and she wasn't leaving, I had a mail manager. He thought he was gonna come in and tell me what this is now. I'm like, listen, this is who I am. You either accept me or you don't. But I could tell right away that he was a sheltered person, and he was young. He was hella younger than me. So he was a GM.
That's
When I was a manager, I don't want to do the math right now, but I was in my 30s. He he was like 22.
mm,
And for me, I'm not going to listen to some young buck like you bugging. But at the same time, I was like, he's my superior, so I had to show him some type of respect.
that's just
So it was what it was. It was cool, but I wound up leaving there, and we ain't gonna get into all that because that's another topic.
another story.
Um, I became no, I applied to be a manager at another job, and they said no. So I said okay. So I applied there as a line cook, which is PF Chang's. I got hired from day one. I was like, listen, I got this experience. I was a manager. So the GM at the time, he said, "Why you ain't applied to be a manager?" I said, "I did. I got
Bro,
turned down."
I don't mean to cut you off, bro. I will be right back. I gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, yeah. Shit. Oh, he must be talking to his wife. All good, all good. But yeah, man, like, sometimes people fall short of their beliefs and what they believe in. And they might believe in something and they might just be like, oh, I stand 10 toes down. But like, are you really? Because if you stand 10 toes down, and if somebody tell you no when you want to say yes and you back down, is that really standing 10 toes down? It's not. Right. So like a lot of times now people say whatever they think is cool or whatever, but like or they fake themselves. Because a lot of people will be like, oh, I would never be the teacher's pet. I would never be the bitch at work. But they are. They be the ones that go to their managers, their general managers, whoever's at the top and be like, oh, this person did this person did that, because they want more money or they want special privileges. Now with me being a kitchen manager, I deal with it all the time. Right.
I'm
And
back,
I was
y'all. I
dealing with
had
my
to
girlfriend.
go. Had to
All
go pay
right.
the water bill. I'm back.
All good, all good. I'm gonna finish what I was saying right quick. Like it's these girls at work. They think because they're a girl or female and I'm a male, that all I gotta do is bat my eyes but they don't know that shit don't work on me. And it's like they think that oh, he likes me. It's gonna be favoritism. No. So for a while, I had this one particular person. People was like, "Oh, you show favoritism." Even my boss said that, and I'm like, "Bro, I don't show no favoritisms. If you're a good worker, that's who I want on the clock at all times. If you're not a good worker, I'm gonna go to somebody else, right? Like so. As soon as the 2025 hit, I said, "I'm gonna set examples." I wrote this thing up. I'm like, boom. If you don't respect me as your superior, your kitchen manager, your boss, if you're late, I'm going to write you up. Now, if you think you're going to be late and you text me or you call me, I'll figure it out. At least you did your part. But if you don't do your part, I'm gonna write you up. So now I got this thing at work where I got these people from Ecuador, Mexico, and like what is it? Ecuador, Mexico, and Guatemalans. And they were like, "Oh, you racist." I'm like, "How am I racist?" "Oh, you only care about them." I'm like, "I'm not racist. I'm Baskin Robbins." Like listen, I care about everybody. Like if you come to work and you do what's necessary, like I'm all for you, right? Like, so my thing is this, and this is the one thing I shouldn't do as a manager. Well, I'd be like, if you team Roy, right? Like, cause like on the podcast it says Desmond, that's my middle name, but people at work they know me as Roy. It's my first name. If you team Roy, I would do whatever in my power to accommodate you and make you happy, as long as it makes sense for the business. And so they like the so to one thing is being a manager, being the superior. Everybody's going to try different tricks to win you over and be the favorite, and that's okay with me, as long as you being respectful to me. But my boss, when I try to tell him, my boss, I was like, it's not favoritism. But if I tell everybody that, it's whoever's willing to do what I ask. Yes, they're going to stand out more than the others, and that's time at work to go to get things done. Not here for friendship. Listen, hey yo, Will, I'm not there for friendships either. But my thing is, if you're going to do exactly what I say I need done with no questions asked, you are going to stand out more than the others. And when they say favoritism, it's not favoritism. If I'm your superior and I say this is what I expect, and if you can't do that, you will lose hours or shifts. Well, there goes Chef. He about to jump in.
Let's go.
I'm going to accommodate you, and that's it. If you're not going to do those things, you're going to lose hours. And I just sent them everybody signs shit at work. If you don't do X, Y, Z, you might be a strong worker, but I will replace you. Once you sign it, that means you acknowledge it. That means you understand it. So if you don't live up to my expectations, well, gotta go.
And I agree with you because at the job I'm at, the managers, I ain't gonna say they depend on me a lot, but they know that I get the job done. Even when I don't want to do it how I'm looking, I'm gonna get it done because at work my OCD kick in. And when I be in this room, bro, they be like, "Why are you watching?" Like I watch, if it's 4 plates on the thing, bro, I'm watching it. Every time I watch, I'm wiping stuff down, bro. Like I be wiping stuff down. So I agree with what you said. If you got a person who's gonna get the job done, that's gonna be like the winning team. So I can relate to that, bro.
Yeah. Before I go to my next question, what's up, Chef? Oh God.
Yo, what up? What up?
Dennis, what's up?
You know I had. What's up, big bro? You know I had to come in here. I said, "Oh, this dude." I said, "Let me join." I was listening. I was coming from the mall, taking my daughter to work. I said, "Yeah, I'm coming in there."
Appreciate it, man. Like I heard much about you, man. Like I watched the podcast episode y'all did, man. I was like, you got good energy, man. So it's an honor just to. You humble, like you humble. I like that. Like you calm.
He humble, but he closed minded though. He closed minded though.
It's not. Look, see, he always say that, right? And then we be on the stage. I be telling, it's not about that. It's about It's about my energy. It's not about closed minded. I just don't let all that toxicity in it. That's it. I don't do all that. That's what you said. But it's not around me, baby. It's not around me. I don't let that.
Yes, it is.
I like what you said, though. Hey, I like what he said. He said he gets something that keep him calm. If it's the rain, that's it is. You got to block all that stuff out. Anything that's gonna bring you down, bring your morale down, bring your spirits down. You gotta know that they don't like when I say it. You gotta cut it off. You gotta get out of here.
No, you don't cut people off. You put the scissors up there.
He did too.
Hold on.
That's how you gotta do it.
It's not about
cut them off, bro.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. If we're gonna uplift people, cutting them off is not uplifting them.
But look, hear me out, bro.
Think about it when you was in school. If your teacher cut you off because you wasn't trying to learn or you been in class clown, could you be successful? Could you be educated? No.
But now
it's not about cutting people off. Go ahead.
Think
I'm
about
gonna
it too. Like, if you try to inspire and encourage this person for so long and they still don't get it, you gonna constantly put your time. I give people many chances till I see you not trying to listen to what I'm saying. I don't saying I know it all, but if I know something that's worked for me, I share my knowledge. So if you don't want to come aboard, that's when I cut you off, bro. Like, we are 9 days in New Year, bro, and I had to cut some people off already, bro, because distractions. I don't want to be distracted because I'm focused on my brand, seeking knowledge. I'm focused on my wife and my kids and what I got going on. So if you're not aligned for what I got going on, bro, I'm cutting you off.
That's it. The alignment. Yo, you got to be a part of that alignment, bro. I tell people all the time. My brother be talking about this cold body, right? I tell him, I say, yo, listen, if you want to get in the boat with me, guess what? You got to be on the same page with me. If you don't, hey, listen, that's up to you. Hey, I'm still going to love you. I'm going to be up on the boat. You're going to be in a little raft. That's up to you. You could be up here having a good time. We gonna go through stuff. We gonna have disagreements. But guess what? I'm on a yacht. You on a little raft. Yeah. I use that to say, not I'm better than you, but on this yacht, this is how we gonna do it. And guess what? It's gonna be tough times. But we gonna go through it together. We gonna ride this wave together. Hey, listen, if you don't want to be a part of that happy, joy, huggy type thing, all right, that's cool. You be whatever you want to be down here. If it's gonna be in the boat, it's gonna be in a speedboat, whatever. I'm in a yacht, baby. That's it. I never say I'm better than anybody. Never. I can't be, because then if I say I'm better than somebody, then I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So man, listen, man, I go on with it. I love.
I don't say I'm better than people. I just say I make better decisions because I got older and mature. Because when I was like a young Thundercat, I don't say I'm better than nobody. I just say I make better decisions now due to where my life is heading. So I don't think I'm better than nobody neither.
That's it, man.
So I want to say this real quick. Remember the JoJo that was on here? He texted me just now. That's why I was reading the message. He's like, for now on, he's like, this has been the most entertaining thing so far in the past couple of months. So he was like, for now on, keep me locked in, and then if you will have me, I would love to join the podcast. And you know, and I love that. Hold on, I got another message, and he gave me, you know,
and look, and the reason why,
somebody just texted me and said this episode has uplifted me. It's been the greatest thing all day. I don't know. See, I tell people, if you're gonna send messages, put it in the comments. Don't text me. But you know, every week it's always the same thing.
That's why I told you, like, I'm gonna be my authentic self. That's why I said I'm an open book. Whatever you want to know about me, I'm gonna share. Because we living in a time where people are so fake. So I was like, I'm gonna keep it real and let you know what I went through, what I overcame. Because like my podcast is to inspire others, to give them hope. So that's why, like, my life is like, I overcame this, and that. And I'm still here walking and talking, and all my limbs are working. So that's why I'm saying I'm gonna be myself, bro. Like, I'm gonna be myself.
And that's what, and as you should. That's what you're supposed to do. Be yourself. Be authentic. Be genuine. My biggest thing is this: I don't care how people may feel, but I'm always gonna spew out loyalty. That's my biggest thing. Like, I'm gonna be like, I was riding here and listening to y'all, and the reason why I wanted to go in, because you know what, I still look. See, I'm big on vulnerability too. I'm okay with that, because guess what? In my vulnerability, it makes me stronger. And that's a real fact. I ain't care what nobody say. I'm strong with mine. You feel me? And I'm gonna share something with y'all brothers. My baby daughter shared something with me today. I took her to work, right? And let me show you something. Let me show y'all something. She was in the car crying. I was getting ready to cry with her, and I'm being real with y'all, yo. That's what I said about vulnerability. You know what she said to me? She said, Dad, it's a lot of stuff that I want to tell you that I don't know how to tell you. She said, the things that happened with you and mommy, it changed me. And I'm gonna tell y'all something. She said, Dad, when you was always there when I was a kid. Now I look at things differently. My wife said it. My dad probably said it to me. She said, Dad, we won't even hang out like that now that I'm an adult. It's like, won't hang out. And it really broke me. That broke me, because you know what? I got a sister. And I'm confessing this. I got a sister. Only sister. I got 5 brothers. And I got 1 sister, and I got 2 daughters. And the relationship I have with my sister and my daughter, I gotta make it right. I got to strengthen that, because you know what? That shows me that I'm not doing everything I'm supposed to do. Them 2 young ladies, them 3 ladies, outside of my wife and my, you know what I'm saying, and my other kids, them they special. And so I gotta treat them that. I haven't been doing that. I've been really neglecting the fact that they grown. I'm not doing this, you know what I'm saying? So I want to be honest with y'all. I gotta still do better. You feel me? And that's why I say I'm going to be. I still got to work on that. I'm a good person, you know what I'm saying? And I work on, I strive on it. And I say that to my brother because the reason why I say that is because we all get on this case, but he got something special. He don't even know it, and he think we like pressuring him. Nah, guess what? Marriage comes with a great responsibility, greater than you would expect. You know what I'm saying? And marriage is something that's honorable in God's eye, but not only honorable, but guess what? It make you stick your chest out because now I'm a king and I stand for what I believe in. But also, guess what? This is mine. I protect this with everything, with my soul heart. You know what I'm saying? And I got a bunch of nephews, and God blessed him with a daughter. He don't even understand what it's about to do for him. Woo! I get excited talking about that because the girls it changes you. It changes you to the point where, you know, so I don't want to get up and take over, but it changes you. It make you listen. It make you humble. It break you because you never want your daughters to go through what men do to other women. You don't want your daughters to go through that. Your heart is. He gonna be like I told him this when he have his first daughter. He gonna be broken because guess what? It's nothing he could do really. He can't spank her.
Hold on.
Broken.
No. First of all,
go ahead.
All right, so last year I had my first daughter. I am not broken. I am not. But I told you this beforehand. I said I don't know how to discipline her when she get out of hand. I can't, as a man, I can't see myself whooping her or spanking her. And when I asked you, you said yes. And then when I said, did you spank yours? You said no. So that's a contradiction. So that makes whatever you tell me is about a daughter, from a father to a daughter, invalid.
You can't
right?
spank her.
I didn't say that part. No. But when I asked you, you told me yes. And when I asked you, did you spank yours? You said no.
I didn't have to.
Me,
I didn't have to.
See, I don't want to hear that.
What you mean?
You told me because you told me I should. When I said,
nigga, I didn't never tell you should beat no daughter. What's that playing me? Go to the footage. Go to the footage. You got to
roll the footage.
Yeah, roll the footage. But I wouldn't tell you that.
Hold on. Time out. I said, what do you do? I can't see myself doing it. You said, if it merits it, you should. And I said, well, did you do it for your daughters? Because you got 2. You said no. So mentally, for me, I'm like, whatever you say is not valid. If you ain't do it, you can't tell me to do it. I can't see myself doing it.
I told you Maria.
Yeah, exactly. Maria. No, so Maria took care of it. Yes, but this is the thing. You put it on the woman, but you told me if it merits it. The word merit means if it warrants it. If she deserves it, yes, you should spank her. But when you say you never done it, never. I'm like, why he tell me if it merits it, you should do it, but you never done it.
No, I can agree. Like my daughter, I got a daughter that's 15. When school started back.
Nah. Hold on. My bad, bro. Rodney, you whoop your daughter? Stop it. I think we talked about this. I could have sworn you said you didn't. This is crazy, bro. Like I can't. I don't know.
Go ahead, King. Let King say his thing.
Nah, but I got a daughter that's finna be 16. Like she gonna be a junior in high school once it started back. Once she next year come. And I never whooped her. Like she's in Illinois with her mother. I don't whoop her, but when I was around her, I just give her a certain look.
There you go. That's it. That's me too. That's it. I don't know my.
They don't want like
I give it a look. I say, yo, what's going on? Yeah, that's it.
Girls are more close to their dad, so they don't want the dad to be mad at them. So I used to just give her. I'll probably say something and give her that look, like eyes watery up, like cause you don't gotta like 9 times out of 10, boys are knuckleheads. You gotta get on their ass. But when it comes to the daughter, they understand. I'd like to hear the guest tell his story about being from the streets to finding faith. Please let me know when you get there.
I mean, hey, hold on. I'm a little torn right now. Hey, Rhonda, I would have preferred you to put that in, text me than to put that in the comments. But I feel you though. I feel you though. And I told you I was gonna get that. Why you laughing, Chef? Hold on. Let me put this on there. She commented again. She said, "My dad whooped me, and he was still my best friend." See, as a man, I don't know. Well, I'm not at that point because she not even a year. So I'm like, I got some time. But like thinking about it, I'm like, what if she do this? What if she say, "Fuck you, dad"? What am I gonna do? And right now I'm like, well, I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry. Like my sons, my boys, fuck you, dad. I'm whooping that ass.
Boxing.
Yeah. Oh, you think you tough? But listen, man, and this is I should have put an NDA out there, but like so every once in a while, my kids say to them, "Oh yeah, you tough? Come fight me then. Show me how tough you are." And they be like, "No, I ain't hit you. I ain't touch you. Why are you doing that? You say you was tough. Show me you tough." You know what I'm saying? Like, but for a daughter, I can't. I just can't see myself doing that. That's why men that have, specifically black men that have daughters, I'm like, what would you do in this situation? Or what have you done in this situation? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, that's it. But let me ask my next question. DeMarcus, how many times have you been married?
2. This is my second
You've been
marriage.
married.
Man, this
Oh,
is my
you in your
second
second
marriage.
marriage. So
But
let me ask you this.
It's more like my first marriage.
Yeah, I love that. But look, my next question is about to be, what happened in the first marriage that went wrong, in your opinion?
Like, she was a narcissist. She was
A narcissist?
abusing me physically, mentally, emotionally. She didn't support me. Like, she stole from me every time I go. Like, we were sharing joint accounts. And like, for my first book, I get royalties from that. It'll come to the account. And you know how you say, like, I know this part of hit that one day. She used to like steal my money, hide money from me. Like, she was just a narcissist. She did not support me. Like, she was a narcissist. So, and then support me. Then when, like I said, how I told you with my wife, who's actually my first wife, could support me, and I look at it like that. Not like when I get emotional, like my wife Erica support me. My first wife, she look at me like, "Oh, you a bitch. You're less of a man." And how can you turn a man down as the one that's providing?
Yeah, so it was a lot of toxicity. Was what you're saying.
Yeah. Toxic. So
yeah. So how many kids do you have?
Like, I have 4 out of that, and people ask, like, how can you be a father of 4 at 38 years old? And I explain this story because, like, my wife now got a stepson, like I told you, but I call him my son. We got a whole handshake. He look up to me because I'm a podcast and author. So I got 11-year-old. Then by my wife, the ex-wife, I got a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old. I got a junior and I got a young son. But before I even got married, I had my daughter outside of either marriage. So that's how I became a father of 4 at 38. So
wait. So with your first wife, how many kids y'all have?
We got 2. I got 2 boys.
Oh, so 2 boys and you got a step kid.
That's my son. I don't like saying step.
There you go. And Chef Dylan's gonna love that because he tell me all the time. So for your first marriage, you got 3, and then
Erica got my wife Erica. She got a son, so I call him. That's my son. She got 11-year-old. And with my first marriage, I got 2 boys, a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old. And before I even thought about marriage, I had a daughter outside of both marriages. So that's how I got 4 kids.
Oh. So that 4th one's neither one of your wives. You wasn't even so before. Damn!
My daughter, she's the oldest. My daughter's the oldest.
Bro, you remind me of my younger brother. He has his one daughter that he claims that's not his by blood.
Hold up. No. I'm stopping you. No.
What?
I've told you about that before. I'm gonna correct you in front of you. You can't do that, bro.
No, he's not in a relationship with her though. That's
but listen, his story is his story. He ain't here to talk about his story, bro. Stop.
I get it.
All right, I gotta stop you, D, because you be doing that a lot, bro. I gotta tell you the real deal, bro. We talk. This is your podcast, but we here to encourage, uplift people, bro, educate people. That's what you said, right? Ain't that what that's what you about? So we ain't gonna be
All right.
doing that, man. All right,
All right,
educate.
all
All right,
right, you got it.
Let's go.
Hey, this
Thank
guy,
you.
this
I
guy.
appreciate. I love you. I
He,
appreciate it.
yeah, he a piece of work. But anyways, I love him to death. All right, let me ask you this. We're gonna change the gears a little bit. Um, like, why were you in the streets and why did you choose the streets? And I know a lot of that earlier you said because you couldn't stand to be around your family and the street showed you love. So is that the only reason or was it other reasons that drew you to the streets?
I ain't gonna lie, like being in foster care, like that's one of the reasons that pushed to the street because I feel like my foster mama didn't love me, but like the things I seen people do in the streets, like the money, like the cars,
Or yeah,
the smoking the weed. I was like, look, I'm gonna be just like that. That's what I wanted to
yeah,
do. But as I
right,
got older and mature, I used to sit back and smoke. It's like this all it is to life?
right.
I wanted to do something different, especially like when you say my kids came in the picture. I was like, I want to do something different because I don't want my kids to grow up and have to live how I had to live. Like I slept in abandoned buildings while it was cold. Like it's been times where I didn't know where my next meal was gonna come from. Like I used to steal because I was so hungry, bro. So I was like, I don't want my kids to have to live like this. Even though my two boys and my daughter's in Illinois and my son is in Texas with me. Once they get old enough to come around me, I was like, y'all ain't gotta do that, man. Like, cause I had it hard growing up. Like, don't not knowing my dad, like going through foster care, your foster mom on drugs, she's stealing your money, she telling you how to spend your money, taking your money, going to gamble. You know, when you're in foster care, they give you checks from the state. She taking the money, going on the boat, gambling it up. So I feel like it's no love here. Then I got to hanging in the streets. I realized like it's really no love here. Y'all just really like me because what I'm about. Y'all didn't really like me for me. Y'all knew that I pull that iron and rob one for real fast. But I was like, I don't want that no more. So I just got to moving away. Got to cutting people off. Like K say, cut them off.
You and my brother, yeah, no, he's smiling because there it goes. Yeah, that's but sometimes cutting people off is not the answer, right? But anyways, let me change
But
gears.
sometimes it is for your peace.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, hold on. When you talk about peace, though, if you talk about your peace like that, for me, right away, it makes me feel like you're not at peace with yourself. Because once you're at peace with yourself, then everything else around you is peaceful. You're not going to put yourself in a situation where it's not peaceful.
That's why you got to cut
So
them
if
off.
if you put yourself in a situation where it's not peaceful, that means you really, truly not at peace with yourself, in my opinion. But, let me ask you this: are you religious?
I wouldn't say I'm religious. I'm spiritual. Like I'm glad you got to that because I follow. Like, don't get me wrong. When I published my first book, From the Hood to the Church, I was in the church. I was a Christian, let's say. But as I went on a journey, like when I was incarcerated, let me just share this story. Like I read the Quran, I was trying to really find myself.
Mm-hmm.
So fast forward, I followed the 42 laws of Mayet. It's Kemet, Egypt. And if you look up the word Mayet, it's about peace, balance, harmony, pride, like abundance, but it's more about peace. So that's why I'm humble now. Like, yeah, I'm just spiritual, bro. Like, I'm not religious. I just say I'm spiritual, bro. Because the things I like doing, like I like meditating. I like being around water. I like grounding, which is going to the beach or going in the grass, walking in the sand, walking in the grass barefoot, to send that negative energy back to the earth. So that's why I say I'm spiritual, bro. I do a lot of stuff people don't agree with, but I know like me being like this has got me this far. And me being like this is humbled me, like made me a better person. That's why I like meditation.
I mean, I get all that. So look, we spoke briefly, right? We spoke briefly about where you come from, right? But I want to know how you ended up like changing your life to finding happiness.
Man,
It's like, go ahead.
You was done. Now, like the streets, like I just go back to the streets, like almost losing my life in the streets, bro, and being shot at. Like I almost lost my life, bro. Like some like people rolled up like close range was shooting at us, bro. And that's because the life I was into, bro. But I was like, I don't want to die in these streets, bro. I was like, I gotta change, bro. As you get older, I feel like as you get older, you probably get mature and do something different. So that's what really pushed me towards like the spiritual journey or religion. That's what really pushed me towards that way. Cause what I did in the streets, and I know a lot of people I hung around, bro, hung with, like they still doing the same thing. And the majority of them dead, bro. A majority of them just still hanging out on the same block. Like everybody want to be a hood store. I was like, nah, I don't want to just be in the hood and doing the same thing over and over, trying to get a different result. So I was like, I'm gonna relocate, move away, and that's what I did, bro. I just had to relocate. Like I had to take myself out of the environment.
Right. I got you. So like, what's that? Was that you, Chef, or?
Oh yeah, my bad. I mean, move my mic. My bad.
Oh,
I
all
thought he
right.
was over there cooking.
So, so have you, DeMarcus? Have you ever gone to therapy and like and more importantly, like, what are your thoughts on therapy if you haven't gone?
Nah, like in the past, like I went to therapy. Like everybody, I said I had an anger problem out this world. So people was telling
Mm,
me only way that I'm gonna deal with you, which is my family, you got to go to therapy. So I tried it, but it didn't work for me because I was like, if I can just sit in here and share what I'm going through to y'all, and then y'all want to prescribe these medicines to me that probably gonna make me, you know how they say people that's angry, oh, they need Ritalin, they want to prescribe this, bro. I don't like taking medicine. I'd rather stick on the
right,
holistic side of things. So I'm not against therapy, but I'd rather just talk to my wife, or I'd rather go, like, meditation work for me, bro. Because I know when I get all aroused, when I hear like some relaxing sounds, it relaxes me, bro. But nah, I'm not against
right,
therapy, bro. Like if you need whatever help you need, get it, bro. If you need to go to therapy, all the viewers, y'all need to go to therapy, get the help. But what works for me is meditation, or being around water, rain sounds, like being in nature, listen to the birds chirp, bro. That's what helped calm me down, bro. Just being in nature.
right. So to that, I'm gonna say this. A lot of times we choose a street life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, we have problems with emptiness, right? When you was in the streets and you said you was a jack boy, did you have that overwhelming feeling of emptiness?
Kind of, and it's like I didn't really care if I live or die, bro. Because you know what? Why I say that? When I was a jack boy, I used to rob people in the neighborhood that I hung in, bro. But they didn't know because I used to always watching what they doing. Then when nighttime come, I'm out there getting them, bro. I didn't really care. Like I didn't care, bro. Like I didn't care. Like when I got placed in foster care, bro, I was like, I don't care if I live or die. I'm gonna work this job. I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm not gonna listen to my foster mama because she's a fucking crackhead. So I was like, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and I don't care if I live or die, bro. But like once my daughter came in the picture, bro, that's what really like changed my view of life. But I didn't, bro. When I was in the streets, bro, I used to get locked up for like petty little like weed or whatever. Cause I wasn't, like I told you on the phone, I wasn't really, I didn't consider myself like no drug dealer. So like a weed and a couple grams, but jacking was more my thing and hitting licks. Bro, when I had my first daughter though, that's what really changed everything for me. And I was like, you know what? I'm not finna die in these streets, bro. I can't.
And I respect it. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, like we as men or just people in general, right? We can feel like we have it all, right? But at the same time, we still feel empty, right? Like I think that's because even though we might feel like we have everything, we don't have the people around us to enjoy it with, right? Like, what do y'all think about that? I'm start with you, DeMarcus, first, and then I'm gonna ask Chef the same question.
Huh? All right, hold on.
Like,
All right, mute your mic, bro. Yeah, there you go.
um,
So, what do you think about that? Like,
go
because like what I was saying
ahead.
was sometimes we feel like we have everything in life, but we still feel that feeling of emptiness, right? And I think it's because we don't have that person to share it with.
And
Right? It
that's
might be something that we mentally we might say, if I have this, it'll make me happy. But when you have it, you're not happy because, like I said, to me, my knowledge is because we don't have that person to share it with. If you can't tell somebody, "Oh, I'm happy because I accomplished this," you really don't have anything, right? So go ahead. What are your
And
thoughts?
I agree, bro, because like the people that's real is gonna be there when you up or down. Like I said, my wife,
Mm-hmm.
I done been around people who, when I had it, they there, and when I didn't have it, they gone.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say I choose my circle wisely. Now I'm gonna be around people that who's gonna support me, whether I got it or don't have it. And that's something like
Right.
another thing, like having the right people around you. Like I said, bro, I don't have like my circle is smaller than a Cheerio. I don't have that many people around me. Number one, I'm in a new state, so I don't really know that many people. And I know most people still on that time where they don't really want to elevate in life. So I'm on a whole different path. Like for me, it might be a day I just want to go home and read or go home and meditate. Most people don't want to do that, so people don't be around me. But like, you gotta have the right people around you, bro. Like, if people around you don't really support you when you up and down, they not for you, bro. And I had to learn that the hard way because I done did so much stuff for people when it came to industries, bro. Risking my job, taking money from my job to make sure we good in the club. And soon I got jammed, bro. I got locked up for a weed charge, whatever. I don't hear from them. But soon I get out, the first thing they want to do is give me a blunt, give me a bottle. And I realize these people are not for me.
Right. Jeff, I'm gonna ask you the same question, right? Like what I was saying was, sometimes we feel like we have everything, right? But we still have that feeling of emptiness, right? Like, why do you think that is, right? Because what I told DeMarcus was, my personal opinion was, we might feel like we have it all, right? It might be things that we say, oh, if I had this, I'd be happy. But once we get there, we're not happy. And what I told DeMarcus was, it's because we might have things that we want and value in life, but if we don't have the person to enjoy it with, then we still have that feeling of emptiness. So my question to you is, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on that?
When you say emptiness, yeah, that might be true. That void that's missing something. When you look at a circle, how do you complete that circle? So you need the right pieces to complete that circle. You know what I'm saying? So a circle is 360 degrees. You know what I'm saying? So there's pieces to that circle that you need. You can't get a piece from over here. It has to be the right connection to complete that circle. So in that brokenness that individual have, you have to find that piece that's missing so you can feel complete. You know what I'm saying? And that's the key. So every man has a missing, whether it's a father in the home. That is a big piece of the puzzle that will distinguish how a man becomes a man from a boy to a man. So that missing piece is important. Of course, you got your mother because your mother is the nurturer of you. She's going to love you unconditionally. She's going to love you to the moon and back, no matter whether you do something right or wrong. But dad is going to be the stern one. He's going to be one like, yo, no, you're going to have to stick it out. You know what I'm saying? And that makes you, it's not so they don't love you. It's to show you how to endure the strength. And listen, now you learned your lesson. Now you don't do that again. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the difference between mom and dad. And I think, look, here's the thing. When you do geometry, right? You got half of a circle. When you put them together, it completes you. It makes you whole, and that's mom and dad. So that's why it's important for mom and dad to be together in a household, so you can be complete. And guess what? Some parents are not meant to be together, so that's why sometimes you have mom raising the kids or dad over here doing the same thing. And so those are not the right two pieces to make that child whole. Not saying it's always going to be like that, but if you think about the circle, it has two halves. And so with those two halves, right, you put it together, it's complete. And so that's what mom and dad comes to. So and I think that's where a lot of men have lack of. I said a lot. I didn't say all. I said a lot. Lack of dad issues.
Fathers,
fathers, dads. They're not in the home. Guess what? That is big. Like I just told you earlier. Look, I was with Imani, right? Until she got maybe like 12, 13. married with her moms. Then things got rocky with us. We couldn't be together no more. And guess what? Now from 12 to 18 wasn't there. It made an impact on her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We still good. We still have a relation. I just took her to work today. So we still talk. But now I had to build that back up. And so and that plays a part in her life as an adult. And so that's that's how I would answer that.
So, all right, I'm gonna circle back to you in a minute, Chef. But DeMarcus, is there a friend or a family member that you shut out of your life?
You said a friend or a family member that I shut out of my life?
Right, like you cut them off since y'all was both doing the scissors.
Bro, I don't, like I told you, I'm the second oldest out of 10 siblings, bro. 8, 9, 10. Bro, I don't, when it come to my family, bro, and they know this, I got family on my Facebook page, bro. I don't mess with my family, bro.
So, all right, let me ask you this. Have it ever been a time where you considered reconciling your differences?
Yes, I tried, bro. It's been many times, bro. Like I said, after my birth mama died, after my birth, my brother and my sister, after they died, bro, I tried to make peace with my family. Like you know how you put all y'all put each other in the group chat and on text, and y'all check on each other. But bro, that did not last long because like I said, we all went through foster care. Like this set went over there, this set went there. But one of my other sisters, she was always around her dad in the streets. And it's like, and this is not my baby sister. And it's like, since we didn't grow up together, we don't really know each other. But so it's like I tried to reconcile, like during the time I was going through so much, like mentally, that I was on the run and had this going on. But like once we lost our mama, our brother, and our baby sister, I tried to come back together and make peace with them, but it's like it never worked out. So I was like, the best thing I can do until they grow up mentally. Like, and another thing, they think I'm better than them because I don't drink or smoke anymore. I said, no, I'm not better than y'all. I just make better decisions now. I don't want to just work and party and do this. That's not me anymore. So that's another reason why we don't see other because they was like, oh wait, you don't do this no more. You don't do that. You think you're better. I'm not saying I'm better than y'all. I just make better decisions. So, bro, you know how many times I done set up and like I want to make peace with my family, but I know, like Allison said, it's a two-way thing. I can't be the only way trying. It got to be both parties. So I didn't try long enough, bro. So I was like, I'm just gonna let it be, bro.
So, Chef, same thing to you. Is there a family member or a friend that you shut out of your life or cut off?
Like he said, cut off.
He put the that's the question answered.
No, but I wouldn't say y'all laugh. My brother and my boy Rodney, they laugh because I be cutting people off. It's not so much the cutting them off. It's like, okay, this is what I'm doing. If you want to be a part of this party, I mean, this is what was going on it. So I'm a hug type guy. I like to be positive, negative. So we don't communicate. And if you feel like that's cutting people off, yeah. But if we not on the same sound, the same way, the same. I can use that. We ain't on the same frequency. Nah, we not dealing with it. I have some family members that I don't deal with. Yeah, because guess what? I don't agree with what they're doing in their life that I'm not going to be a part of. So if they want to be a part of what I'm doing, which is peace, happy, and joy, laughter, we're not gonna see eye to eye. But it ain't gonna be none of this arguing, fighting, fussing. Oh, I'm better than you. Nah, it's not that. So guess what? If you don't want to be a part of it, that's cool. I got family members that I don't hang around with, deal with because they're doing their own thing, and I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a people's person, so I'm going to be around people, but there's not going to be people that's going to be doing certain things that I'm not going to be a part of. So, like you said, my circle is small, but the people are like-minded. So they're there, and I'm not perfect.
So the one thing I want to say is this: you say you're not perfect, right? Like, how can you say you can't be around people that's not like-minded when you're close-minded. Because people that's close to you, we know you close-minded. So how can you make that
Because
comment that like you can't be around somebody that's not like-minded? Like-minded, you can't say like-minded and be close-minded. That's
now
my
watch.
opinion.
All right, that's your opinion. Now watch this. What
Yo,
There you go.
What
He laughing just like Rodney.
yeah. What makes my way or your way the right way?
But that's why you got to be open-minded. You got to see both sides.
Hold on. I always be saying the same side. Always.
If you don't agree with something, you be like,
watch
go
it.
ahead.
My analogy on life, right, is two sides to a coin. Is there a right side on each on the coin? No. It's two sides to a coin.
Right.
There's no right or wrong, but that's why it's two sides to a coin. It's not one side. You have something on the one side, you have something, and they both mean something different. Is that correct?
Yes.
But you say that I'm closed-minded, but
because
hold on. I just gave you I just gave you an analogy that you couldn't even see and understand because you would have said it. I said it has.
I saw it.
No,
I understood it, and I acknowledged it, and I agree with you.
But a closed-minded person wouldn't even have that analogy in the back of their mind. But you say I'm closed-minded. Okay,
that's not.
Cool.
No, you are.
That's your opinion, right? That's your opinion, right?
No, that's not an opinion. That's fact.
That surely ain't a fact.
Hey, it's a fact. Listen,
because I encourage and I inspire.
No. It's a fact because let me tell you something, and then we'll move on before we end this.
Yeah, go ahead.
If one person say the sky's blue, somebody say no, the sky's red.
That's you.
You got room to argue. No, and you got room to argue. You go to the second person, you be like, the sky's red. No, clearly the sky's blue. You still got room to argue. But once you get to 3 and so on and so forth, and everybody's saying the same thing, guess what? Now it's time for you to take heed. Where the fuck is my charger? Because I thought I had my shit on the charger, but it's like not charging. I don't want this to die. But there you go. It's time for you to take heed and start understanding. It's time for you to take a different perspective and say, you know what? Maybe my way is not the highway. Maybe my way is not right. And that's what you struggle with. And sometimes we clown you, we joke around with you on your platform, on your podcast, because entertainment. It's entertainment, bro. Like you have to be. Sometimes you got to take a step back and say, "Well, I strongly feel this way," but if everybody else tell me otherwise, let me dive deeper and let me try to understand. So something my boss always tell me all the time, because we go at it all the time. He says you have to seek to understand. We might not agree with each other all the time, but guess what? I seek to understand. Can you say the same thing? Just yesterday, he said, "Do you ever seek to understand me?" I was like, "No." Because if it don't make sense and I feel like you being a piece of shit, I'm not going to take
Look what you just said. Yo, you hear him, brother? Look what you just said, bro. See, that's what I'm talking about. You talk about me being closed-minded. Look what you just said. You just told your boss, do you look the other way to try to figure him out? You said no, because guess what? It doesn't fit.
You missed the key point. It doesn't
fit your perception.
No. It's not that it don't fit my perception or my way of things. I said when I feel like you taking control or you just, he tell you himself, he is a control. My very first time meeting him, he said, if I can't control you and everybody around me, it's going to be a problem. So that's the difference. He's a control freak. Okay. It's not about seeking he might tell me he seeks to understand, but I don't think he really does. But anyways, I don't want to get derailed here. Hold on, because we got derailed before. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I'm going to say this. So what I was saying earlier, right? Sometimes we just have to apologize and forgive a person, right? We got to forgive the people for like the ones that we feel like did us wrong, right? Because when we don't apologize and when we don't forgive, at the end of the day, we feel miserable. And before you comment, I want to say this. You said this months ago on your podcast. When you don't forgive, that means you are harboring feelings still, right? Remember, Chef? You said this months ago.
Of course.
So that's something that people, Black people, whatever, we have to understand. We have to come to terms with ourselves, right? We have to forget and forgive. If you don't do that, you will never be at peace and you forever be miserable, right? This is the thing. We as people, we live imperfect because we we try to be perfect, right? And that's why we feel that feeling of emptiness. Do you understand what I'm saying? Hey, DeMarcus, do you understand what I said?
Yeah,
Chef,
I
you
don't.
understand?
Yeah, I don't try
If
to
if
be.
you
Go ahead.
go ahead. No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Nah, I say I don't. I don't strive to be perfect. I just try to be the best person I was the day before. Cause ain't nobody perfect, man. Like we all gonna make mistakes, but the thing is, can we learn from the mistakes? Like if you're not learning from the mistakes you're making, you're not growing. So I'm not perfect, bro. I don't claim to be perfect. I just try to
But
make
this
the
is the
best
thing.
decisions.
What I was saying is the people that look to be perfect or try to be perfect, those are the people that have imperfect lives. When you look at life of what it is that, and you understand, you realize that everybody makes mistakes and nobody is perfect, then you don't have that expectation of perfection. And once you get to that space where you don't look at life as it's supposed to be perfect, right? You don't have to be perfect in every step of the way, then life and be different for you, right? Like your life will be perfect in the sense that you understand you coming in, you going into you waking up thinking like life ain't supposed to be perfect. Right. So when something's not going your way, you understand. But if you wake up every day and say, "Oh, life is supposed to be X, Y, and Z," and when it don't happen, that's where you're faced with imperfections, right? If you already know life is about imperfections, then life is perfect for you. I don't know if that makes sense for y'all, but
But nah, that's how
for
you
me,
grow. That's really how
yeah,
you grow in life when you go through lessons. You grow.
yeah,
People, I say instead of people say they go through life, I say grow through life. Cause
right,
each lesson that each mistake, I don't call it a mistake. I say either win or you learn a lesson. But you gotta grow
right,
through them lessons. Once you grow through
right,
your lessons, like I said, I'm not perfect. It's just all the mistakes I made, lessons I learned in the past. It just let me know I shouldn't be around these type of people. I shouldn't be at places like that because I'm on a different journey. So I'm not perfect. My decision, I just think different. I don't want to go through what I went through before in the past.
right. Chef, anything you want to add? Because I feel like we definitely have to have a follow up, like a part two, like because
Yeah, I
I
want you
enjoyed
on
today,
point.
and I
Yeah,
think
me
it's
too.
Oh, I'm
yeah,
definitely with it. We can
Yeah,
do a
and I
part three shit. I don't care.
yeah, there you go, my boy. I feel like today was great, and we touched on so much, and I feel like we only scratched the surface. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
but I do want to give some to my brother. I want to shout you out,
go
man.
ahead, go
Listen,
ahead.
man. I was listening to your story, and truly, I want my heart goes out to you because your story is different from mine. It's different from my brother's, and God has truly used you to this point, and I'm so glad for you to be here and tell people your story. Not only your
So,
story.
so follow his podcast, but go ahead, finish. My
I,
bad.
I,
Yeah,
Nah, but put the podcast inside the chat so I could link it in it because this is live on my platform as well. But I definitely want to say that I'm proud to know you now and to be a part of your journey as well. It's truly an honor. But at the end of the day, my heart goes to somebody like yourself because your story is big. You know what I'm saying? You really went through the trenches and that's big, man. I was blessed, to go through that. I was in my streets, but your story is something that can help a lot of people, you know, have, like you said, have hope, have some type of something to look forward to. And the black community, you got to put that into
appreciate
the
that,
black community.
man.
You know what I'm saying? You got to put it out into the right places so you could be heard because your story needs to be heard, not just from our ears, but to others, you know what I'm saying? Because there are some young men out there that needs to hear that you made it out of the trenches, you made it out of the streets, and you have a place of peace, you have a place of hope. And some people really need to hear that, you know what I'm saying, because of their brokenness, because of not having a father in their life. You didn't have your dad in your life, and you was in the system, and look how you are today. You still striving, you
Appreciate
becoming more
that.
humble, you becoming more a better man, a better father, you know what I'm saying, and teaching young men how to come out of the trenches and be a father, but also a leader to your home, a leader to the Black community, you know what I'm saying? And so that's big. And I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to, you know, clap you up. I want to big you up because guess what? Your story is something that somebody needs to hear. And I pray to God that the people that were listening, that they're going to go back to the playback and going to listen to it and be encouraged and be inspired and have some type of faith, some type of drive and zeal to say, you know what, this young man came out of it. I can too. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to big you up, bro. And I want to, you know, congratulate you on your success and your future endeavors, you know what I'm saying, on your, you know, entrepreneurship. So, you know, big up, man. And definitely I'm always keep you in my prayers, you and your family. And I want to see more of you because, you know, and also go to dad's mentality. No, it's dad_mentality. Check it out. No, because that's what,
bro.
Huh?
Nah.
That's not mine.
That's not.
No, that's Rodney's platform, and that's other brothers that be on it. And I got, if you ain't seen it, I want you, hey Des, give it to him because let me tell you something. You got
to. We spoke. He asked me about both of y'all. He doing it already.
Oh yeah, because you see his intro. I love his intro, bro. You seen his intro?
Me too. Yeah. His intro
no, you got, and King, you got to see it, bro. That jump broke me. When I first saw it, it brought tears in my eyes. I'm just saying because I could really relate to that. That was something that really rooted in me. I was like, dang, yo. I was like, yo, I love it. You know what I'm saying? And there you go. Rodney just put it in. And that's it, man. You got to chime in on that because, like I said, that is something that we need. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Other brothers getting on a platform, and eventually his platform is going to grow because it's a lot of men that's broken. It's a lot of men that don't know how to be leaders. They don't know how to navigate in this with black men. It's not about, but see, that's the thing. It's not about just black. We want it's men. Because guess what? It's not. You want to focus on.
It is black men, but okay, go ahead.
It's about because guess what? It's a bigger broad. It's a bigger band when you incorporate men. Because guess what? Listen, there are white men, Spanish men that are broken. So we talk about men in general. If we had more stronger men. Of course, I'm black. Of course, I'm talking directly to my black community, but it's not about just that. Because when you just say it's all about black, guess what? They still need it too. They still need love too. They not as perfect as you think they are. They broken too. So it's men because when you get together with men, women get together all the time. And love on each other. They don't even know each other. They like, yeah. They doing all that type of stuff. So we got to do the same thing. We got to love one another. And yes, we got to be big on our community. Yeah, but we got to love one another. You feel me? And that's how we grow as men. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because if women could do it naturally, we got to learn how to do it naturally too. And not worry about, oh, look, he look better than me. Oh, he got more money than me. He got this. No, it's not about that. It's about this. It's truly, look, I'm moving my mic. It's about this inside. That's what it's all about. It ain't about
wait, 30. Hold 1 second. Hey, keep talking. I'll be back in 30 seconds because before we wrap up, it's one thing we want to talk about. But keep talking. Right. I'll be back in 30 seconds.
Okay. So you know, that's what it's about. King, it's about that. It's about the heart. And the heart, look, if your heart is poison, guess what? Everything else about you is poison. Everything else, your mind. You know what I'm saying? Everything that what comes out, you know, if your heart is pure, it's purified, guess what? That's what's gonna come out. You know, love and peace. We talk about that all the time, but that's what's really gonna come out. It's what you put in. It's like you said, you don't eat meat. You know what I'm saying? It's also, he said he following you now. I'm gonna get you too.
Appreciate it, King.
Yeah.
And we definitely look, since I came on your brother platform, look, I'll come on y'all platform and y'all come on my platform because that's what I'm about, man. Support, like, I want to be around like-minded men who understand like life, who understand, who've been through something, who understand like that we're not perfect, but we striving to be our best for our kids, bro. So
I'm about to look while we doing that, I'm about to do it. So it's 33.
Appreciate that, Rodney, man. I'm just gonna tap into your podcast, man, because like you your energy, bro, like I like your energy, bro. I'm just gonna say that, like, cause I say that because y'all are being yourself. Y'all being authentic. And I'm the same way, like I said, I don't drink or smoke. So I'm not going to be all in the public like I'm going to do this and go home and do that. I'm authentic. I be myself. So that's why I rock with y'all, bro.
Yeah.
But look, I wanted to share this because I ain't get to it. But I don't know if y'all ever heard about the OWL app. It's a networking app. And I don't know if Roy Desmond, I don't know if he shared it with y'all, but it's a networking app. And that's how I met like a few of my guests that came on my podcast on this app. I've been on the app for like 4 years. It's a networking app. You can connect with like one-on-one people. And I'm gonna be real. People, you get paid for your time. Like right now, I got my price set for $1 for 10 minutes. So if somebody call you on our app, you get paid for your time.
Oh, we got to talk more about that. I got because at the end of the day, but let me tell you something. I always put this disclaimer out there. What I'm doing is not for fame. That's that. My co-hosts always say that. Oh, don't sell yourself short. But because see, it comes from my heart. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted to put things out there, a loving spirit. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about. So I didn't do a podcast for fame. You know what I'm saying? What I passion for is my food. It's cooking. No, I know. I said I'm putting a disclaimer out there because I don't want nobody to think that's what I'm doing this for. I'm not, because God has blessed me truly with my catering. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Rodney, because I'm doing that in 2 weeks. Big boy.
But look, let me tell you something.
Yeah, how funny, man.
He's not trying to do it for fame either. But at the end of the day, if you look at everything in life, it's a business. And if you're trying to be a chef, right? You're trying to talk about catering and doing things like that. Now you're in business for self, right? You're not going in necessarily for money. But I don't even want to say that, because anything you do in life, it should be about prospering. It's supposed to be about growth. So if it's gonna put money in your pockets, that's growth, right? So you gotta start. It's time for you to start looking at it that way. Don't look at it as a fame thing. You looking at it as for prosperity. Put food in the table for you and your family, right? Like, so me doing the food truck, I'll be a fool. It would be remiss if I say I'm not doing it for money. First and foremost, I love cooking. I love doing what I do. But if I'm going to quit a job to do this full time, guess what? I'm doing it for money. It's not for fame. It's doing for money. But guess what? I can't even say that, because if I'm doing it for money and I want my name out there and I want a clientele, I want people to keep coming back, guess what? That's for fame. You want people to notice you. When you want people to notice you, that comes with being famous.
All right, so
you want your name out there so what you should be thinking is, you want your name out there in a positive light and not a negative light. So, and listen, let me tell you something right quick, and I'm gonna let you finish, and we're gonna get off of here. We had a plumbing issue at the house, right? Like, we got a hotel now for a week, right? I'm home because they left for the day. They work a couple hours, and where they don't want nobody here. So we had a loan, and it was like $22,000, and the job is gonna be like $15,000, whatever, which I think is overpriced. But it's business at the end of the day. It's politics, right? So if it's 15, that means we have money left over, so I can start to get my truck worked on. Right? My girl just brought to my attention, oh, we're gonna start getting the truck work. I was like, how? She's like, the loan. I said, I didn't know we had a loan, right? Because she was telling me, like, homeowners insurance. I don't know how none of that shit works. So I'm thinking, like, all right, cool. So when she told me that, I'm like, oh, now the truck can get worked out. What? What do you mean? She watch it. What are you doing?
Just let's listen, bro.
Jesus.
You feel me, bro? You feel me?
Nah. Yeah, some stuff you just keep it to yourself, bro. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, though, bro.
Yeah, bro. Trust me.
All right.
When it's all said and done, I appreciate it.
But now, Bryce might say this. You might think Chef, like, he being a little stern, but look, I had people around, like, that's why I'm so humble, like, because I couldn't hold water. So when he did that, bro, I know what he was getting to, because I used to, like, share everything. Like, people can know about me in one sentence, and I had to really stop doing it, because people can use what you share. They can use it against you. So, he not doing that wrong, bro. That's why when he did like this, I know what he was talking about, because I used to be the same way. Couldn't hold water.
Yeah, I got you. All right. Well, look, like I said before, like I feel like we can get a little bit deeper in this conversation. So hopefully we can all schedule the three of us a part 2. And if other people want to jump on, that's cool. The more the merrier. But as far as today, that's going to conclude today's conversation, today's topic, today's podcast. To the viewers, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and all those good things, right? And spread the word. And that's it. And appreciate both of y'all. And I support both of y'all. I'm on both of y'all podcasts all the time. So it is what it is.
I'm locked in. I'm locked in with King already. I locked in. Why we on?
Yeah. So we at this point we like family, bro.
Yeah.
I don't even know his wife, but his wife the other day we was on the phone. His wife was like, I didn't even know she was home. I'm talking to him, and then I'm like, are we on speakerphone? Like everything I was saying, she was commenting. I'm like, what is this? But like, I love them together. I do, because
appreciate that.
Every week he has an episode, he big his wife up, no matter what. Right? And she always big him up. And she put him in check. And that's the thing. I laughed in the beginning. I'm like, I ain't gonna let no woman put me in check.
Hold on.
She put him in check.
I got cut you.
Hold on.
Look, listen to the comment. Look at the comment.
I'll be in the back. Oh, what's the comment? Hold on.
Take that money and get Ellison and Green.
That's what I'm talking about. Go get him, Rodney. Get him, Rodney.
Yeah, I can't stand Rodney, DeMarcus, I can't stand y'all, bro. Y'all trying to put me in. But all right, y'all don't. All right. Y'all both married, so I expect that from y'all. Well, Chef is married too. So listen, and I said when the time was right, if I get what I want out of it, she can have whatever she wants. I don't care.
Look, listen, bruh. Well, how you gonna wear that shirt?
Yeah, King. Yeah.
All right, you got to. Wait a minute. If you gonna wear that shirt, you gotta have what's the name on your back. You gotta have the queen.
I can hear her laughing in the background.
Nigga, because I'm your brother. I can tell. Allison love you. Trust me.
Yeah, I can say it, bro.
Listen. I don't care how you say. Now I'm gonna get on your case, but say this in love and truth. No matter what you say, see, people that really love individuals, they're gonna say the things that some people can't say. She love you. She gonna go to war for you. She go to the bat for you. It's nothing a man don't want more than a woman that's going to go to the war with her. She gonna sit on the front line. She not gonna sit in the back. She gonna be right next. No, hush, you listen to me now. Guess what? Yeah, I'm getting on you. She gonna be right beside you, not behind you, nigga. She gonna be, ninja. She gonna be right beside you. You feel me?
I'm not white. You can say nigga without
ninja.
I'm not white.
I'm trying to get out of that stand that word. I'm saying I got it from somebody else. Ninja. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna start saying. but yeah, listen. She gonna, how some people sit there. I'm the head and not the tail. Guess what? She not gonna be. She gonna be right beside you.
Side two. There you go, bro. Let me say something, bro.
Oh shit.
Let me say something, bro. I hate, I'm gonna say hate, when men they try to say, well, my wife gotta do this and that. No, your wife should be on side of you. Like they and it's like I say, it's a religion thing, how they say God, Jesus, man and woman, and people who follow that, they take that to the head. But I say this, my wife is on the side of me, and I say if my wife is strong in the area, I'm gonna let her lead while I'm a follow. Most men can't do that because they always want to be ahead, but your wife should not be in the back. You should be on the side of you.
Never. Watch this. Hey, I got one for you. Watch this. Look.
Oh shit.
Here's something.
I love this shit, man.
And look, and this will show people that be talking crazy, right? Guess what? Let me tell you something. It's a symbol of unity when when your wife stands next to you and holds your hand. It's a symbol of unity, and some people don't understand that. No, you listen. I tell my wife all the time. Look, I tell her this all the time. I say, babe, this what I do. Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about me. She don't walk in the door before me. I walk in the door before her. I said, babe, stop. I hate it when she do that. I say, yo, stop. Let me walk in the door first. I got to make sure the room is safe. It's in my home. It's just a habit. I got to make sure that it's safe before you go there. Listen, God gave me you. He allowed me to marry you, right? So guess what? I'm your safety. I'm your safety blanket. I'm your safety net. So guess what? I'm walking in there before, make sure everything's good. Who's to say who's behind that door? Guess what? It's going to hit me first. And whatever happens, guess what? It's supposed to happen. God allow it.
I do that too. I do that too. And I open the door for my wife.
I just started doing that. It's called chivalry.
Yeah,
I just started doing that.
Listen,
Yeah.
I do that sometimes, not all the time. If she walking fast, she can open the door for her damn self. I'm just being honest. If I feel like I'm walking faster than usual, I'm not gonna speed up just to open the damn door. She know what I'm about, and if I'm walking faster than usual and she want to keep walking fast, I'm gonna slow down and let her open the motherfucking door, and that's just it. She ain't no love lost. She know where I'm at mentally, right?
That comes with growth. It comes with growth.
No, it doesn't.
It's
No,
come
it
with
doesn't.
growth.
I'm not.
See, look.
So I'm also bust out in the sprint like I'm in the fucking U.S. Olympics just to open the door. Hell no, I'm not doing it.
All right,
Hold on. She knows where my heart is. She knows where my mind is. Now, granted, sometimes she's like, some days are easier than like, and I get that. I am not gonna rip my shirt open and act like I'm Superman. I'm not doing that. Like, because if you don't feel like I'm super without the extra theatrics, then I'm not super at all. And that means you don't acknowledge my worth and what I'm doing, right? And that's where I come from.
All right, listen. But hold on. Come on, man. Come on. Because DeMarcus don't know. I know. Listen. Hey, DeMarcus. She go to war for this dude. He don't even know. But he do know. But that's what she do. She go to. I gotta protect her. I gotta be her defense right now, bro. I see. My other brother don't like this. I say because guess what? That's my love. That's my love language. I'm going to defend the people who don't want to defend themselves or they can't. And I'm saying right now, I'm gonna be her defender right now. Guess what? She love you. She go to war for you. She bat for you. God allow her to have 3 kids with you. Guess what? Listen, hey, it's all right to make yourself better. It's all right to do those things, especially if she's gonna do those for you. It's okay to do that. Run, be Superman. That's you, Superman. That. No, you going to be Superman. That's what.
I should be Superman without the theatrics.
No,
I should be Superman without the theatrics, bro.
What if, look, watch this. Just be real with yourself. Be real with yourself.
Hey, hold on. Time out. Hold on. Let me give you an example right quick. And we supposed to. I said I was in this a while ago. I'm gonna give you an example, right? And the crazy thing is, I didn't do what I'm about to say is I didn't do this for brownie points or kudos. None of that. It just happened, and I took it to work the next day. So as far as this podcast, I connected with a lot of people, right? And it's females, and like, I mentally, I was like, damn. I said, babe, I expected you to be jealous or act out of character. She said, well, no. Shit, this is my thing. Was I jealous? Am I jealous? Do I feel jealousy? Yes. But the thing is, if the woman don't live in the same state, it's easier for me, right? So I'm like, well, I thought you supported me, right? And don't say nothing yet. She said, I do support you. I'm like, okay, so if I connect with people, and if I'm doing it for a cause, you got to accept it, right? She said, I do accept it, right? So this is the thing. I kind of lost my train of thought a little bit. So that's what happens when you don't let me speak and shit. So what was I getting at? So that's the jealousy thing. But at the end of the day, she is a big supporter, right? Like she likes the movement. Hold on, let's see what he said right quick. Let this man get the ring, then we will work on this. Oh my God, y'all terrible. So look. Like I said, I lost my train of thought, and it probably won't come back to me tonight. But whatever, she is a supporter. But like when it came to women, she was like, "Oh, I feel some boy." But she was like, she gets mad when she got to work and she missed or she's late to an episode that I had, right? So I know she's there. You know what I'm trying to say? Like anyway, say what you're saying, Chef, because I forgot what I was going to say, and that defeated the whole purpose. I don't want to tippy-toe around what I'm trying to say, trying to catch what I was going to say. So just go back to what you were saying.
I just listen. All I want is listen. 2 of us is married. Guess what? It hasn't been an easy road. It's been a rough road, but it's prosperous. It's refreshing when you renew the love, and that's what's going to be. You got something special. You got, like I said, look, you the middle brother. Yo, you got 4 kids. 4, bro. 4.
Yeah.
You feel me? And guess what?
Oh, hold on. You and DeMarcus said stop saying stepson. So no, I got 5 kids.
Hold up.
Bring it back a little bit. Yeah.
I forgot about the oldest one. I ain't say no step. I said you got 4 kids. I forgot about.
No, I got 4 biological. So when
you
said stop
saying I mentioned. Don't worry. I told you don't say that no more. Because I get offended when you say that.
Man,
no, I got footage. I got footage. I told you don't say that. I got
footage.
Yeah, I got footage. I got footage. I told
no,
you don't say that because I don't like it. He part of the family. That's
no, DeMarcus. He do say that, but if you watch his podcast, his one podcast he has stepkids. One podcast, I don't believe in stepkids. If you with the woman, that's your kid. But then if you watch his footage, it'd be times that he do. Just yesterday, he was like my wife's son, right? So if you said my wife's son, that's not claiming him. Yes, you did.
No,
I
say my wife's son.
But it's other times you say yours.
Because some people don't
pick
know.
Pick your lane and say it.
If I told you my wife's son, what would you take that as? I didn't say my stepson. I said I have to distinguish the two because when I talk about my kid. Yeah.
No.
My wife have 3 kids. I have 2. How many kids I have? I don't have any biological
you got
sons. 2. Look, biological sons. So guess what? I said my wife's sons. You see? Never say stepson.
You only claim Danny. Let's just be real. In your podcast, you only.
Oh yeah, because me and him have the closest relationship. The older son. Okay. But guess what? I can tell you this though. He's much older. He's 28, right? Me and him have a man-and-man type of relationship.
Yeah, he's 28 already. I thought he was younger.
No, he old. No.
Danny's 28.
Not Danny. I'm talking about older son.
Oh no, Danny. I
never met him.
That's the only one you claim.
You didn't met him. But look, we got to understand it, man to man. You know what I'm saying? And I respect him. He respect me because he know I take care of his mother. And that's my wife. If I wasn't now, let me tell you something. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna stop talking. Look, hey Mark, check this out. Before I married
DeMarcus, I get it. I guess.
Look. Before I married my wife, right? You know what her kids did? These dudes went to the streets to find out about me. Now, do I know a lot of people from the streets? Yes, because I played basketball. So I played in the hood, in the grimy thing. So I know a lot of people from basketball, and I fought a lot, right? So they went to the hood, to the projects, to see if I was the man that I say I was. And sure enough, it's crazy how it worked because my sister's boyfriend lived in one of the baddest projects, and they know him. And he was like, yo, nah, he not that man. He a man. He go to church, They was like, because the older son didn't like me at first. He's like, no, I don't want to meet him. He didn't want to meet me at first. But then when he got the confirmation that I'm not this person that hang in the streets, I don't party, I don't do all that, he was like, okay, he felt a little better. You know what I'm saying? But that's to show you how. And then even now, we got to understand it. I want him the best for him. I'm gonna respect him and love him. I even give him hugs. You know what I'm saying? Grown man hugs. I say, yo, let me get a hug, bro. That's just me because I want to be genuine with it, not just like, all right. You know, some people like, let me give you a dap. Nah, give me a hug. Come on, manly hug. Give me a hug because I like women. I got a wife.
Oh my god!
Got it. Yeah. I gotta say that because some men don't know how to do that, bro. They don't know how to hug. They like, oh, he gay or something. So you got to. Nah, I know. I'm gonna give you a hug, bro. Hey, look, remember what somebody said? What they say? Yes, what you said yesterday, D? Don't get him choked up again.
Yeah, I said please don't give him PTSD. Because look, one thing I would say about my brother, he told me he a hugger. And I was like, that's not who you are, because I know him his whole life. And he ain't no hugger. This some shit, it's some newfound shit. So he went to work and told I'm a hugger. He jumped on this man that was going through something and gave him a hug. This man choked him the fuck out where he couldn't breathe.
Word up.
He was like, so yesterday his guest Friday.
Word up, he did, yeah.
Oh, give somebody a hug. I'm like, please don't give him PTSD. Please don't get him choked out again. And that's why I said it, because you can't just jump on a man and just give him a hug.
Like, but we've been working. I've been working that for 17 years with him.
But you wasn't hugging him.
Yeah, I was.
If a man just jump on me and give me a hug, I'm fucking him up. Like, that's just me. Bitch, if I don't look at you as family, if we ain't close like that, bro, you give me a hug, I'm fucking you up. I'm like, oh, bro, I ain't with that kind of energy. But anyways, listen. We already established we're going to have a part 2. We're going to close shop. This is going to conclude today's episode. So everybody that's been viewing, everybody's going to watch the review. Make sure you comment, subscribe, share, like, and all that good shit. Right? And I'm going to keep it. What is this? 90s? Peace, love, and happy grease.
Happy grease.
Peace.
P. Diddy
All right,
grease.
bro.
Oh, all right.
No, not no Diddy grease.
He said,
Hey,
yo,
yo, Birdo. Y'all
All
can
right,
stay
Joe.
backstage, but I'm about to get off live though.
all right. Oh, shit.